witness a live show like no other as Boston Chris Comics presents the Fantastic Forum. Boston Chris has assembled an incredible panel of some of the best YouTube channels from across the comic community to hang out and discuss all things comics. So get ready for some fun as the Fantastic Forum starts now.
That's right, we are live with an edition of the Fantastic Forum. Now, we were supposed to be coming, me and Hudat today, with a new episode of graphic content, but he is feeling a little under the weather, so we weren't going to go live with that show tonight. So we are going to try to get that done Thursday, depending on how everybody is feeling in his home. So, like always, we wish them the best. Hopefully speedy recovery. Hope everybody is able to get better quickly. But for now, I figured I would just go live because I have the time. I'm off, and why not? So I do have a special guest that wanted to come and say hi because she's never been on my actual show. So she wanted to come on and say hi and everything. So come on in, special guest.
Hi.
This is my daughter, Allie. She loves YouTube. She wants to one day hopefully have her own YouTube channel because she thinks that it's going to make her rich and famous. Who knows, maybe. But she wanted to come on and say hi and talk to the people. So we're live. What do you want to say to everybody?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, that's nice. What else? Anything else?
No, but I do have a surprise for you.
A surprise for them? What are you doing? Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Be careful now. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay. Oh, okay. Well.
That's what you guys should do to your dad.
If you're gonna do that to your dad, do it safely so no one gets hurt.
If you love your dad, you have to subscribe to this channel and you have to like.
Yes. If you love your fathers.
And if you don't, then you're going to hell.
Whoa! That's a little strong. I wasn't expecting that. So, I like the first part of the message. If you love your fathers, subscribe and like.
Or else you're
No. We're not going to go with that anymore. That's a little bit tough. We're not trying to get the wrath of everybody on this.
Okay. Then you'll be on the naughty list this year. I would tell Santa to go switch you up right now if you're on the next list.
That's kind of that's
so
a strong
threat. Do it now before you're gonna report, because you got 5 seconds.
5? No. They don't have 5 seconds, 4. But you do have what, a day and a half, because he's coming on the 25th. That's when Christmas comes. So you have a day and a half to do what you got to do, or else she's gonna let Santa know no presents this year for you.
Also, I'm gonna tell you, if you still got other chances, but it has to be before tomorrow. And if you want to do it now, just to be safe, just so you don't forget.
Okay.
You got 5 seconds. 5, 4.
All right.
3,
so this is gonna end the threatening part of the show, hopefully. Oh God! Don't do that. We apologize for anybody who's wearing headphones, because that was loud. That was loud and terrible. All right. Is that it?
I'm gonna teach you some of my singing.
No. All right.
Happy New Year! Also, be pretty naughty if you want to. And I mean crazy. Be crazy instead.
No, don't be crazy. Everybody be good. Have a happy New Year and everything. But yay! So for anybody who missed that, be sure to watch the beginning of this video, just because that was something. Okay, thank you. Anyway, so what have I been up to? really, the truth is not much. I have been off of work since last Friday, right? No, well, Monday was the official start of my vacation, I guess you could say. Um, so I've been off for the last 10 days, basically, just from Friday the 13th, and just been kind of chilling. I've watched a bunch of shows. I'm eagerly awaiting for Squid Game to come back because I want to see season two. Um, I am also just been, catching up on shows I haven't seen or rewatching some shows I haven't seen. So having a good time with that. Um, but give me 1 second. So, yeah, now that I don't have to mute again, just because my daughter likes to interrupt over and over and over again because she was just like being on YouTube. So, but anyway, but yeah, so a couple of things that I have been watching that I've been kind of checking out is the Creature Commandos on Max, and I do like it. I think it's a good show. It's animated show. It's fun. It like the music seems a little out of place, but I will say like story wise is pretty fun. Like I'm really enjoying the animation and I'm really enjoying the story so far. I think it's pretty cool. Um, I've never read anything about the Creature Commandos, so I know it's just kind of like think of Suicide Squad just with monsters instead. But overall, it's pretty cool. Providing the backstories and everything. I like Frankenstein. I think Frankenstein's kind of funny. I have a feeling that he's gonna have some fun moments in the show to come. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be. I think it might be um, probably around like 8 or so. Like usually that's the way it goes. Um, so you know, um, it's a good show though. Like definitely, I would say check out the Creature Commandos on Max if you have it. Um, Also, because I'm just watching different stuff on Max, I did decide to rewatch The Sopranos, which is good for comedy. It's not unintentional comedy. It's a good show, but basically picking up on a bunch of stuff I missed, and overall, it's not bad. You know, I do enjoy the show. It's a good one to kind of go back and see. I know that I'm getting to the end. I'm in season 5, so season 6 is the last season, and everybody kind of has their theories on how it ended, what happened, this and that. And then, the guy who made the show basically said, the ending of it. So if you've never seen The Sopranos, it's a good show. Check it out. It's long. It's got a lot of episodes, but it's a good show. You will find some pretty funny, entertaining stuff there. Um, so I realize too that I'm kind of just jumping on this out of nowhere. So if you are in the chat and want to say hi or whatever, or just want to come on and talk, you're more than welcome. Just let me know, and we can get you a link if you want to show up. Um, as far as anything comic wise, I did get some festive stuff, Christmas stuff, uh, Christmas cards actually that came in this week. I can go grab those because one came today, one came a little earlier. If you saw my Instagram, you saw the one that came in earlier, but I'm going to grab them both just so that you can see, what it is and get in the spirit. Just because, hey, man, it's pretty crazy to think that, a whole year has gone by. Like I can think of how many good things have happened this year, and this year is, it didn't seem like it went too fast, but it did kind of. I would say once we hit, at least for me, once we hit probably like beginning of October, the rest of the year kind of flew, and we're already, Christmas in 2 days, and then, a week after that, we're in the new year. I know why, and I'm very in tune with the new year because it's my birthday. So, basically, my birthday is in what 9 days or 8.5 days. I don't know, but it's just funny for me. Going to be the wonderful age of 43 on January 1st. But just crazy thinking about it. It's already January 1st, which means at that point, that's when my countdown to Heroes Con is going to start. I have, bought my plane ticket, bought my show ticket, bought my hotel. So I'm set and ready to go. So if you're going to Heroes Con and you want to hang out or whatever, like I will be there digging on them long boxes just like you, enjoying Charlotte just like you. And so my goal is to try to meet, a good amount of YouTubers that, within the community or Instagram, whatever, anybody who's in the comic community that, interact with or have interacted with. I'd love to meet with you guys just to be able to say, hey, never got to meet you, but guess what? I'm here. And then also I want to do a con that was a little bit outside of my neck of the woods. Terrificon this year was such a great experience. Got to meet so many people, so I'm really hoping for an experience like that at the Heroes. And also, I'm all set for Terrificon too. So if you're not able to make Heroes, but you can make Terrificon in August, I will be there as well. And it's gonna be a blast because this is the first year that I'm staying over. Oh, I can't wait. I love the Mohegan Sun Hotel. I love the Mohegan Sun as just a resort casino area. It's just one of my favorite places to go, and to be able to actually hang out and not have to rush around, have an actual hotel so I can not be like, hey, let me wake up at like 4 a.m. to get ready to go all the way down to Connecticut by train, and then come back super late at night, and then wake up and do it again the next day. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. I can't wait. So I'm excited for that. One thing I'm not so excited about, though, I shouldn't say that. One thing I'm kind of bittersweet, I would say, is my computer is showing its age, really showing its age. And so I went into a computer shop, and the one we have up here, and I was looking into getting a new computer, and they showed me one that was pretty good, as far as being powerful and being able to do like what I want to do, which is be able to make content and game and stuff like that, and just be creative, and they the price wasn't too bad, but I got to save up a little bit for it, so I'm just kind of hoping that this thing makes it until I can get enough money together to get a new computer. But I will end up doing that, I would say, probably before the end of the year. I'm probably gonna have to get it before the end of the year, but I am looking into that, so I'm excited for that. But I am kind of sad that my other computer is starting to go, or that my current computer is starting to go, just because I've had it for 13 years. Not that I didn't do anything to destroy it. It's just it's just older, and it's always been reliable. Up until, I would say, the past few months, it's been running very, very well. And it's just I think a lot of it is that so much has changed with the internet, and as far as the size of videos and resolution and stuff. So coming on YouTube and everything sometimes can be tough. And then also using programs to create on, like, I make stuff for the hunt. I made like promo videos and just different stuff for that show. And I've noticed that my computer does not like it. It just slows way down when I'm trying to like render it out and everything. So hoping to get something that's powerful, so I can make a bunch of really cool content for that show, for my show, and then just be able to have some fun. But trying to think who's in the chat. I see that there's 2 people live watching. Like say hi, talk to me. I'm here to talk to you. I do better when I have an audience. I can ramble and talk on and on and on, but I don't really know if what I'm saying is boring people or if what I'm saying is, hitting the mark. So who's out there? Come talk to me. As I sip my soda, bubbly. This is brought to you by Bubbly. So if you're looking for sparkling water, soda, because it has the fizz, but you don't want the sugar, and you're trying to be good and not, just a refreshing drink that doesn't have any sugar or calories, Bubbly. The cherry is very good, and so is the lemon lime. Sean, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Who am I looking forward to seeing at Heroes? They haven't really put too much of a list up, but you know what? I can look up their list, because I know they have a pretty decent list so far, and there's more to come. So let me go ahead and bring that up, the Heroes Con list. I know that they have, there's a bunch of people who I don't have anything for. Like Jenny Frizen's going to be there, which is like, the book I wish I had, the book I wish I owned, that she worked on was that Voltron book. Oh my god, if I had that, whew, I would be so excited to see her. But the list is humongous. Let me see if I can do this here. Share the screen and go to this tab here. Share it up. All right, go back to mine. Let's go here. Oh, is that really? That's not really that big, is it? Well, I tried. Hold on. All right. So let's see. So we have John Beatty, who I would like to see just because I can get some stuff signed, some Secret War stuff signed. Let's see. Claremont's gonna be there, which is good. Get some stuff signed by Claremont. Like I said, Jenny Frison, Ron Friends, Steve Epting. Let's see, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez is going to be there. John Jang is there. Michael Golden. Michael Golden, I like the guy. Like, I've talked to him a bunch of times. He's a really nice guy, but he's expensive. Oh my God, is he expensive? Let's see. We got Dave Johnson. Dave Johnson, I actually do want to see to try to get some sketches if I can. Let's see. We got Jay Lee. I just saw him and lost him. Scott Hanna. Scott Hanna comes up here a lot, so he like you get lucky. You don't have to worry about like missing him. Mike Grell is going to be there. Ron Lim, Mike McCone, Adriana Mello, Al Milgram. Let's see, anybody who's like really out of the ordinary. Oh, Stephen Platt. Yes, Stephen Platt. I would say is. Out of that list, and I love Claremont and all these other people, but I've met them before. But Stephen Platt is definitely somebody who I want to see and get some stuff signed by because I've never been able to meet him. So Stephen Platt definitely. Don Rosa is going to be there, and I don't know if he's going to be doing sketches. I would love to have him do like some type of like a hero duck sketch, like if he's available and if he's not too expensive, that would be fun. Let's see, who else do we have? Jim Shooter, Craig Russo. And Craig Russo is always up here, so like I think he's from this area. Roy Thomas is going to be there, so maybe we get some stuff signed by him. Ron Wilson, Tom Zeller, and then Mike Allred. So anybody who's into like Freakazoid and stuff, Mike Allred's going to be there, and he also did that work on not Freakazoid. Who is it? Oh my God. He looks like Freakazoid. He's got like the long hair and everything. I forget what the name of the character is. But he did a bunch of stuff on the Silver Surfer, and then what was the other character he had? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I know it. It's an indie character. I want to say it was like an Image character, but it might not have been. What is it? Is it Madman? Yeah, Madman. That's what it is. So if you're a fan of Madman, Mike Allred is going to be there. So, and I know he created that and everything. And the reason I think about it is like Freakazoid, like it looks just like the cartoon. Lim hasn't been around in a while. I know he came up. He came to Terrificon. I want to say like 3 years ago. Oh, he is nice. So Roy Thomas is going to be coming to Massachusetts soon. I can't wait for that. Roy Thomas is good to get signatures on. He's also a super nice guy. So if you ever get the chance to meet him, and he's also like a huge. I mean, just worked on so many good books, big books too, and so creator of a lot of characters. So definitely. I would say, Ron Lim is definitely someone that you should take the chance to meet if you get the chance to meet him. Awesome guy. As far as YouTubers that I know that are going to Heroes, I know Hudat's going to be there, so I'm going to meet him. And I've been friends with Hudat for years, so now it's just like but I've never met him face to face, so I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Splash. If you want to come on, man, I will drop you a link right here, and you can come on and be on the forum because you have yet to come on the forum. So The door is open, my friend. Come on in. Splash recently did a drawing, another drawing of his contest that he's having. That is, I mean, I have to say, if you subscribe to Robert Galvin and you haven't checked out the box that he got that he won from the contest, you got to check it out. Like Splash hooked him up great. So he just Splash has had a contest that he started, I want to say, right before Halloween, and he had everybody fill out the questions and everything like that he wanted to basically be able to curate a box for you to your liking of books and I think some magazines, trade paperbacks if you have them, Funko Pops. He also gave him a hat, a shirt, a cup. I mean, he went all out with this thing, so it's just really, really cool. Send it. I will do so. So let's do this right now. Ding. There's the link, sir. So hopefully we'll have Splash Page joining us, and also, not only does he give out, so not only did he have the contest and everything like that going on, but he also set up one of the most elaborate and awesome background displays you could ever have for Halloween. And then he's doing the same for Christmas. So his Christmas background is awesome. Okay, Northeast Comic in Conway. Wait a minute. Whoa. Northeast, I'm thinking you're thinking Comic Con is just auto corrected to Conway, March 7th and 9th. Because I know that they're out in Boxwood, so it's not really close for me, but I do know having him be there, like, that's awesome. And then the best part that I would say is that what I love about this is being able to look at the guest list for heroes, and then also the guest list that comes out for Terrificon as a getting everything set and getting their talent, because it's going to be great to be able to be like, okay, I can see you in Charlotte, or if I know you're coming to Connecticut in August, I'll just wait and then I'll see you then. So I also know that Wicked is going to be happening in April. What I'm trying to do is save up a bunch of money to go down and have a good time down in North Carolina. But I hope. Oh, thank you. I tried. I shaved. See, I'm not as motley as I normally am. But yeah, I've fought back the bush. So thank you, Legend. Glad to see you here. Trying to think what else. So yeah, so I would like to go down to check out the Wicked, but I don't want to spend a bunch of money, so I'm trying to be good, trying to do as well as I can without dropping money that I want to save and go down. Because I've also heard that in addition to being a creator heavy show, it's also a good show as far as if you're looking for books and looking for deals. It's a good place to pick up some good stuff. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing, is hopefully picking up some things that you don't see normally all the time. So here's another thing. If you're watching Monday Night Raw, they're talking about Boston, this and that. Yes, that was last week. I feel so ridiculous that they're putting on a taped Raw in Boston. We are a live city. If you're having a sporting event in Boston, it should always be live. It should never be taped. But yeah, so I know people that went to the show last week, so they were there last week, and it was taped. So all these matches happened last week, and there's no live in Boston this week, but that's all right. I was just seeing it, and they said something like, "Oh, the people in Boston ain't like Drew McIntyre made some type of comment about the people in Boston will never leave Boston." And I was like, "But they were in Boston last week. I know that. I almost got tickets for it. I didn't, but I thought about it. I should have, but I didn't. But I do think that when it comes to the comic shows and everything like that, like if you have a little bit of time set out this is probably like the best time to kind of look at shows, see what you want to do, and then start planning because you know, as much as it's fun to just be like, let me just go to everything. It's tough. It really is. It becomes really really tough when you think about travel, and especially if you're not local to the show. Like for me going to like Boston Fan Expo, Wicked, Comic Con. I mean, those are in Boston. Those are easy. I could easily attend and not spend a lot of money, other than whatever books I buy, getting something to eat while I'm at the show, and then just chilling, getting in the door. But when you have to factor in like hotel and flight, or even if you're driving, like if it's a far drive for you, gas, everything else like that, it's something that you have to consider. So, I mean, it's good to see everybody. It's good to kind of go to a lot of stuff, but your wallet may not think so after you kind of go through and if you don't budget it out, so that can be kind of tough. But I will say, the two that I've actually like segmented out, like that's what I'm doing. Like so there's no questions asked. It's terrific. It's Heroes, then Terrificon. Now we have a new guest, somebody in the back that's going to come out. I don't have an intro for him specifically, but we have this. And here's our new challenger, Splash Page Comics.
Hello there. How's everybody doing?
Hopefully good. I'm glad to see everybody kind of came out, and it was no announcement of I was going live beforehand. I just me and who that was supposed to go live, and he's not feeling so hot, so I decided to go on live just because, and so he is not we couldn't do our Fantastic Forum. Fantastic Forum. We couldn't do our graphic content episode, but we're going to try to get that done on Thursday, so the 26th. But for tonight, I just figured I'd go live and just do a little bit of a hangout, kind of, just be open and just talk about different stuff. So I'm glad you came on to join me.
Yeah, I was out here and I was doing some odds and ends, some cleaning and everything. I was going to do a show 3 o'clock this afternoon, but my dad fell again and I had to go over and tend to him. And
how is he?
He's doing all right. We had to take care of him and got him settled and everything, made sure he was all right. And
yeah.
So I had to move that back to Thursday, and it's going to be after Christmas. And I got to go back over there tomorrow and do some stuff. Then we got our Christmas stuff that's going to happen. So I kind of put everything back. So I'll get all that taken care of. Maybe Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I'll do a show. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll just see how it goes.
I have to say, like, I mean, even just slipping and falling. I mean, I'm in my 40s. I'm not, old, but I'm not young either. I don't think. I mean, some people are like, oh yeah, young is it? This is like, yeah, right. This is like, like, trust me, taking a slip and fall when you're in your 20s is much different than doing it in your 40s. Because now it's just like, ooh, like, wait a minute, gotta make sure everything's all together, and but but when you're older, it's like a scary event because you don't know like how badly you really can get hurt.
Oh yeah, he's almost 90.
Yeah.
So last time he slipped and fell, he was in the hospital for a month and a half.
Yeah.
So and that wasn't too long ago. Yeah. And he's already fell again, so we're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, my friend's neighbor had her 100th birthday, and then ended up, I guess, having a fall the next day. So she turned 100, had a fall, and then unfortunately, didn't make it. Like she just, and I think it was because like she had fallen while she was alone, and then they weren't able to get to her in time. Like, cause just she lives alone. So that was kind of sad, and her house is up for sale now and everything. But it's just kind of a crazy thing. But
yeah, my dad, he's by himself. My mom passed a couple of years ago, and he's not wanting to. He's wanting to stay there at the house, but it's getting harder and harder for him to stay there at the house. And I don't know. He's he's stubborn, but I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, it's your place. Like the last thing you want to do is leave where you're comfortable. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, I think that goes into everything. Like I remember Steppa was talking about our comic collections and everything, and saying that basically what we are as curators for the next person that's going to come along and scoop it all up and enjoy it or do what they're going to do with it until it's their time. And that's the same thing with houses too. It's just like you live somewhere or you buy a house, and if that's the one that you stay in and settle in, that's like sometimes you've been there for 30, 40, 50 or more years, and to know that eventually it's not going to be yours anymore, it's kind of a rough thought. It's just like
Yeah, my dad's been in that house since '76.
Yeah.
And before that house, he was just right across the street, and he was there since probably 50 something.
Yeah.
So
it's like
he's been right there in that corner of the neighborhood for that long.
Yeah, my uncle's house that was originally it was a family house of my grandfather. So he was a young boy living in that house, and then they lived there for I mean they were talking about since early 19s, maybe 19 19 or something like that. I don't know, something like that. And so it's been in that family for over 100 years, and it's just eventually just because none of my cousins really want it. So eventually it's going to end up going to someone, and it's a big house and they have a lot of land. So when that does, I think eventually get sold, it's going to get turned into apartments or something, because it's a lot of land. So it's just and I mean, hopefully whoever, I mean, my cousins will be the ones that'll be the beneficiaries of it. So, it will provide them with good money, that they can split amongst each other. And then, I don't know.
You need to move out there and be the caretaker.
Yeah. Well, it's not that far away. It's nearby. But yeah, I don't know. I know that it's a big enough house that with the money I make, I don't have enough. Oh, we got another guest in the back. Let me go ahead and give him an intro. Welcome, the great legend.
Coming at you live, man. I saw Splash Page and you, Chris, on here at the same time. I mean, I had to hop on, man. Oh, we're just short maybe a G-Pap and a Kyle Walker, man, from a Full House, baby.
I know. Taking it back to 2014/15.
Hell yeah, man. Minus the guy in the MAGA hat. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
yes.
No,
Yes.
It's good to be here, man. Good to be here live.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious because I know that, tomorrow being Christmas Eve, I know a lot of people have different things, different plans that they do. I know some people. Oh, wow. This guy just snuck on the no, he's all right. We'll get you out here. Don't you worry. Don't have an intro. I don't have your intro yet, but let me go ahead and get this one. Got Papa Wheelie.
Yeah, there he is. Good to see you, brother Matthew.
Got Papa just chilling.
And for those of y'all that didn't see, they got some nice postcards they're sending out for Christmas.
Thank
got
you.
that from who, Dad?
Yes,
So.
I have to go grab mine.
I got mine. I'll show you mine here in a little while. The old postcard from who that is. Amen.
And I got another one.
I actually have two separate. I have two separate that I have to show. One's on one I posted on Instagram, and the other one I got today from Who Dat. So I'll be right back and show those.
And I got some more that I got to open up when I do my show.
Oh, random rips. I see that little tag on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna open these up. And got a bunch more. And how's your Christmas going so far?
It's going pretty good, man. I had Brandy do all the shopping, and just say, hey, I did the whole George Jetson, just take the wallet, I'll keep a buck or so. And she does it all, man. And then thank God for that, because I don't have to worry about anything. And then she also takes a little money for herself, and she bought herself a new vacuum. And that was her gift. That's
we do the I only buy for my grandson and my kids and everything. It's always been a family tradition when they get up and get married. That's it. You know,
Yeah.
I'll give them some money and everything, and that's about it.
Yeah. That's
I
awesome.
bought my grandson a whole bunch of toys and everything, and my son was telling me, he says, "Dad, he's got enough toys." I said, "No, he don't.
Mm-hmm.
She never got enough toys." I said, "Wait until he gets older. He's going to have a lot of toys."
Mm-hmm.
My mother today had to take my sister to try to get a prescription. So we have a Target, and it's in this little shopping area. They call it the Gateway Mall. It's not a mall; it's just a bunch of. It's like a strip mall. And so the wonderful thing about the Gateway Mall is it has one way in and one way out. And when you're inside of it, it gets so backed up, especially this time of year. It took her, I think, about 2.5 hours to get out. Like she went in, so it took her, I think, an hour to be able to get into where she needed to go,
Mm.
and then to try and drive out because you have people doing all the Christmas shopping they possibly can. And within that plaza, they have a couple of restaurants. They have a Texas Roadhouse. They have a TGI Fridays. Then they have, a Home Depot, a Target, a Michaels, what's it called? Was it Pure Wine? I think it's called. So people are, they're doing so much in one like little small area. Oh, and there's also a Costco too. So you have all that traffic going for all these different things, and it's just like you're not getting noticed. She's like, it's just gridlock. It's literal gridlock. You can't move, and it's just like, thank
Yeah,
God.
I don't get out when it's this close to Christmas. I get all my stuff done before and
Yeah,
yeah,
Get it
I
all
don't do
online if you can.
I
yeah.
don't do the Black Friday stuff and I don't do the cyber stuff. I don't do none of that. I just
Black Friday is way too risky physically. It's just too damn risky. I mean, people,
Well,
they'll
you never know
barrel
what you're
into
walking
you and
into.
everything.
Yeah, you never know what you're walking into on Black Friday. Like my wife likes to go
Yeah.
Black Friday shopping, and it's just like, but it's just one of those things where it's like, if there's nothing that is the hot thing for the minute, which I mean, like PlayStation 5 or whatever, there's nothing new crazy like
Yeah.
that. It's not usually terrible, but like when you have something like, oh, we have a limited stock of this one thing that you can't get anywhere, yeah, right. Like that's gonna turn into a zoo.
Oh, yeah. That's when people start fighting for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
there ain't nothing hot out there that I want. So it just
Yeah.
Oh, well,
if
you had trouble getting that. No, everything that you wanted was the animatronics, like the Darth Vader and everything, and you couldn't get those.
no, I do have the Darth Vader.
You do now, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not here yet. I had to order it and it still ain't come in.
Oh,
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah, no. So it is. So
but next year. There's always next year.
Lord Vader.
God, I got this is
Oh
one
yeah.
mixed bag. So this is from Otto and the 3 Minute Basement Crew. So Otto, Roger, Dave Chinmo, and Dave, Roger's brother. And so it's an old Marvel card that they have and everything like that. And it's got the little Marvel logo on the back. But on the inside, they will go ahead and they will have it get signed every year by different people. So every year they add to this card a Terrificon. So they have everybody from Marv Wolfman all the way to like Steranko and Adam Hughes and trying to see Mike Zeck, Clayton Crane, Mark Bagley, Joe Gisco. I'm trying to see who it was that they got for this year because I know they got somebody this year.
How about
Uh,
Al Milgram? I saw him on there.
Oh
Al
yeah, no,
Milgram.
they got Milgram,
They all
Thomas.
was
I mean,
on there.
yeah, it's just like anybody who's anybody that goes to like those
That's
shows,
neat.
they get them to sign every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually really special because they usually only send out like 100 of those. So I was happy to get one. And then
They
this
get
is,
those. They get all them artists to sign 100 of those.
no. So they have the one original card, and so they'll go ahead and they'll get
Oh,
oh yeah, that's what it is. So Scotty Young is up in the corner. So Scotty Young is the one that they got for this year because he was at Terrificon. But like it's very cramped. It's like not a lot of space. So they have the original card and they make copies of it. And so somebody will
That's
sign it. Whoever they can't get, they'll get the
They'll
sign
have to
on
start
there.
working on the back pretty soon. The back of the card. Then they'll have to do double
I know.
printing and all that.
It's gonna have to be just because I mean they're running out of people. It's just like they're running out of room. Never run out of people. There's always new people. And then
That's great
this is the
though.
one
That's
that-
really great. I
Yeah,
think
and then this
that's
is the one
really
I got
cool.
from Hudat. So Hudat gave me a nice was it X-Men number 18. So
Let me get my
that's
card
what-
too.
yeah. So I'm excited
Yeah, I
for
ain't
that.
gotten contact with my Amazon guy to order those cards yet, but I'm getting those postcards. Think I'm gonna buy every set.
Oh, I know. I remember as a joke. Well, it was kind of a joke, but
I know
bought
what
the-
you're fixing to say. I know
bought it
exactly what.
I bought it because I wanted it, and I had to show Splash. I'm like, dude, check out this like almanac. It's like a guide to all like the X-Men books, and there's a guy, and he goes, "Oh no, it's like, you shouldn't have shown me that. Like where can you get more of those?" I was like, "I don't know." And then so Splash is sitting there, he bought them all. Oh, look at that! Hold on, yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, no, gotta make it.
You're talking about those these books, these small books, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like the what was it? It was something like the visual index of the X-Men or something like that. Yeah.
This is Whodat from Whodat. This is my favorite read from the Marvel Now universe. It was even better than FF. It was the All New X-Men, which talks about the young X-Men coming into the like present day. So it was like you got a lot of Back to the Future moments, and the young guy comes into the modern day, and he's like, "Wait a minute, I'm gay." That's what the young Bobby said. That I was like, "Yeah, brother, maybe you can still figure things out." But it was just a damn good read. And you had Old Man Beast talking to Young Beast, and then of course Scott Summers here falls in love with X-23, and they have a fling. So very cool. And it's from Whodat. He says, "Wishing you a season of endless joy and peace. Happy holidays, Whodat Comics, Russ."
Yep.
Nice.
So that's awesome.
You're talking about these.
Yes. So I went ahead. It was the visual index of the Marvel universe, right?
Yeah,
so
I
I forget which one, but they're really cool books. Hold on, let me make it bigger so you can actually like go ahead and check that out. So like it tells you about every book in they're really cool.
Yeah,
and some of them
I
are tough
always
to find.
wanted one for Fantastic Four. I don't think they ever did one though.
I think they might have.
I don't know. I got all of them. Let me look over here.
Splash.
I wanna say, like-
there should be 4. I think there's Hulk, Spidey, Avengers, maybe X-Men.
Yeah, no, there's the X-Men.
Let me see. There's Captain America, Ghost Rider, X-Men, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, and Avengers. They didn't make one for the FF.
I wish they did.
But they made it for just about everybody, and like so I showed Splash that, and Splash like, "Oh damn, now look what you done." And so he said, and the thing that was crazy is that they must not have sold well, just because they stopped with such a small library of characters. But it was just like and I want to say I think the Ghost Rider one was like the most tough one to find.
Yeah, you also that Marvel Universe, the comic, the floppy.
Yes.
He come out and he showed me those, and he had them in a binder and everything, and I was like, "Damn you!" So I ended up getting a whole set of the actual books, not the ones that he got, but I went ahead and bought the whole run of those, and I pieced all those together, and then I started telling him, "Stop showing me stuff."
But you have to. I think I have of those about 6 binders full. Of just like the ones that have the holes and everything like that. Because as soon as I got it, I was like, oh, and I saw that they had an actual Marvel Universe folder that it came with. I was like, oh, I was like, I like that. So I just so I got a bunch of them, and like I would say like I think one of the coolest things is like it shows them in 3 views. So it's like front view, side view, and then like kind of like a almost 3/4 view, and it's just like if you're an artist, that's really cool. Like to be like, all right. So I get to see like this character in 3 different views. Like it's really, really fun stuff. I should show you guys. So I decided to go ahead and decorate my my comic folio, I guess you could call it, right? Because they have
taking
these,
it to a con.
Yeah. And so I decided because I'd seen the guys from Canada. So it was the Comic Kingpins. It was Hyper Combo, Black Crown, Newbie, and Comic Aussie and all them. And they all had their ones, and Rocksteady had theirs. And so they all had them. And like they look like passports that have just been stamped all over the place. They had all these different stickers. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. So I went ahead and I got mine on there. So I got One for M&M Comic Sales. I have Wicked Comic Con.
The middle one, I love it. TiVo.
Yeah. And then I got a signed Newbie. 3 Men in the Basement.
Yeah.
And then Rocksteady.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
cool.
all right, so I'm gonna fill
I love
stickers
those
all over.
things.
Yeah.
I know a guy, and Splash knows him. I think y'all all know Kevin Entry in comics. He has like a ton of those, and he takes them to get SIGs all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
And they come in handy.
I had one of those, and when I was moving my stuff out here at the barn, I got like 3 of them, and I used them like one time, I think, and they were just thrown there in my comic room in the house. And when I got them out here, I brought them out here, and I was wiggling around, and I opened it up, and it had some books in it, and I didn't even know that were in there. I was like, wow.
That's cool.
I have 2 of them. I knew I had some stuff in one of them.
Yeah, I think all 3 of mine I ended up winning from my LCS. They have Facebook auctions and everything. Then they do a prize, and over the years cool. I've ended up winning 3 of them.
We got Who Dat saying he's sick, but he's here.
Oh man, the flu. I think he said. His family had the flu,
brother.
So we're gonna go ahead and give him his
hooking us old school peeps up.
Yeah, thank you for the cards and everything. Well, we're gonna thank him in person, so let's go ahead and give him his intro.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Spec that is not upset. Best one boxing.
Who that?
Best one boxing.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
There he is, man.
Hello,
Five-time hunt champion. Who Dat Comics? Russell, what's up, man?
How y'all doing?
Good,
doing
man.
all right.
You sound real smooth, brother.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm on. Yeah, it sounds like I'm not doing well.
How the heck did you end up with the flu? Did somebody catch it or have it and bring it home? Or?
Splash. I have a 9-year-old.
School.
Yeah, no, that's how it always happens. School is the fish.
Yeah,
and then,
school is the breeder of all diseases.
That's
I
the thing. Is,
I remember.
Yeah, that's how my daughter tested positive Saturday, but we knew she had it Friday. But she tested officially positive Saturday. She had it bad. She was rough. Like she didn't want to play her pad. You know when a child is sick is that they don't want to play with the pad or watch any movies or play video games.
Do their fun stuff.
She just slept, and she's finally starting to feel better. I would say she's probably like percentage-wise, she's probably like 80%, like which is good.
Yeah.
But the terrible thing is, me and my wife are basically at the start of it.
Yeah, I hated that. When my kids always started school, it was like after they were there about 2 or 3 weeks, they always got sick. I mean, and then I hated it when I was sick, and both my boys were sick, and we were all down with it. It was just me and them, and I was trying to take care of them by myself when they were sick and little, and it was so hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. It just it's just hopefully I probably won't see my family and we probably won't see my wife's family for Christmas just because we'll probably be still carrying it. But we'll probably see them the day after probably that Thursday or Friday we'll probably see everybody. But because I don't want to spread it, especially since my sister had a brand new baby like 3 weeks ago. So,
no. You gotta put them. Take your chance to kind of keep.
Oh no, we're not. We're gonna wait till I'm pretty sure we're just gonna wait until that. I think it's like 5 days. So yeah.
I've been there, done that. It's happened. I think over my lifetime, I've been sick probably about 3 times during Christmas and missed 3 Christmases because of it.
We got a guy in the back we're going to bring out now, so let's go ahead and give him his info.
Bleecker Street.
Bleak. Bang that joint.
Bleak. Bleecker Street.
Comics
Oh, not a slab.
Leak, 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 leak.
Bleecker Street.
Homies.
What's up, Bleak?
What's up, Bleak?
Man, I'll tell you this. I like the Bleakers. Bob Marley kind
There you go. Hey,
of.
Yeah.
Flash. How you doing, everybody?
And,
How you doing, man?
The Woman No
that,
Cry was-
the No Woman No Cry. That was. Thank you for playing that. That was.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure, brother. It's
Yeah.
absolutely a pleasure.
That's
Thank you.
one of my.
You've been
Bob
rocking.
Marley's probably my favorite artist.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
You guys, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.
I love
Yeah.
guitar music, man.
I like it. I just wish I could play it better. I'm just not. Good. I
used-
try.
I used to play it every day. I used to play it, well, at least once a week. But yeah, every day for a while at the library for the kids. It was the easiest, funnest money I ever made. You know,
Yeah.
entertaining the kiddies.
How you doing, Lex?
Oh.
Come on, brother.
Man, it's so good to see and hear you, Bleak, man. I got to hang out with you at church on Sunday, man, and that was a kick-ass time, and it had a lot of kick-ass rhymes. The message was on point. I was still high smoking a joint, man. There ain't no doubt about it. No reason to scream and shout it. We here, fantastic, foursome, fivesome, sixsome, whatever we got in here. We're going to be gigging on everybody if they don't watch out. And I got a cough. Fucking
But I opened up my other folio.
Hey,
I knew I had stuff in it. It's just, like I have two of those folios. And I knew I had stuff in one. And so I opened it up and I'm like, and it's stuff I didn't get signed to Terrificon, but I was like, oh, let me see what I have in here. And lo
that
and behold,
intro, hey, Boston, that intro that you showed, oh, that's nice. Venom. That intro you showed for Bleak, though.
That's
that was
glow in the
full
dark,
Voltron,
isn't it?
Man. Are you
No,
a Voltron
no.
fan, Bleak?
That's not going in the dark.
Yeah, I think the teeth are. I got one that's teeth are glow in the dark.
Bleak,
No.
you like Voltron?
Love Voltron, brother. Love
All right,
Voltron.
man. Let's get these Canadian motherfuckers. We're going to get these shipping issues fixed. And I got some Voltron for you. I'll be shipping you, no doubt.
Slick, man. That's cool.
I got you. I've got a little series and a little Vonko sitting aside just for you because I ain't been stalking you or nothing weird, but I know you like Voltron and stuff.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely no secret. I like the Voltrons.
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
I like Lance too. Lance is always cool.
I think you have a hard time trying to find people that don't like Voltron. Like I loved Voltron. Voltron was awesome.
Yeah.
Did everybody here got a postcard?
Dude, do I have that? I think I've got a copy of that still.
They got the Voltron had the cool toys of those.
I got mine.
Metal.
Russ.
Those metal
I showed it
liners.
earlier, dude.
Awesome.
I showed it earlier. All new X-Men. It was my favorite read from Marvel Now, the time travel story.
What was
I
you
showed it
asking?
earlier.
Oh, Splash, did you get the postcard?
Yes, I just showed it off just a second ago.
Awesome.
Right here.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, nice.
Sure
Awesome. Was that
I got
a
one.
first Christmas postcard?
did. Yes, it was. It was
I
the
should
first
get
one.
I should get a bonus entry.
Here, hold on. Let me turn the light on.
Well,
Hey,
Look at that
There
bad
you go.
boy.
there you go.
There you
That
go.
was Stuart Immonen on his finest, man. I just love this series because that's the young ones, and then they went up. And Uncanny Avengers and the Uncanny X-Men that went along with this whole thing was really good.
That was a good run.
Magneto.
That was a good run.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, we appreciate you, Russ, man. Everything you do for the community, man. God bless you. You've done so much through the years, and I'm glad we get to hang out and keep spending future years here, man, as long as we can.
Yeah, as long as we can. Time is the most precious thing we have on earth. Time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what old Rocky Johnson said. The thing he wished he had more of was time.
Oh,
Or
I
not
didn't know
Rock,
you got
Rock.
yours too, Chris. That's cool.
Yeah, mine came today. So,
It's funny. I just noticed I did Splash with Magneto and I did Chris with Magneto.
I guess they're the masters of
you
magnetism.
just remind us, like, hey, look, Chris isn't going to be able to enter by Christmas, so this is Chris's entry into the Christmas card giveaway because you won't get my Christmas card until like March. 'Cause I keep forgetting. So if it has to be in by Christmas, I failed the mission. I'm sorry.
oh well.
No, if everybody would fail, then I would automatically win.
Yeah, like I said, I had to put off my show because of my dad, but
Yeah.
we'll take care of. We'll get it after Christmas. Start my shows and everything.
He just call it a holiday card. That's all. And you can
Exactly.
include it. It'd be after New Year's Day.
Yeah, there's I got a whole bunch of them. Like I can't show their addresses.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, as long as you got.
This is some of them that I got.
You see the tie dye from Random Rips? He's got
and
a
then
little deal on there.
these right here.
Yeah.
So I got
I just
some
need
of
to
them in
pull
there.
my name out of that little spinner rack that you got going on there because I feel like
It's in there. I don't know where it's at, but it's in there.
The original Marvel baseball hat, the splash, is on your hat rack up there, dude. That's your legendary hat, man. The one
Oh
that,
yeah,
like,
that's still the same hat.
that's the one that like you wore all the time back in the day. That was I love all your hats, but you know what I mean. That's the OG.
That's back when you sit there and had that video talking about like what do you call it, when you do his videos and he back. You know,
Oh yeah. Dude,
I need to be over there. I need to be over there putting my reindeer together.
The book reader commercial. The
Splash,
best.
I don't think you know how reindeer works. You're not supposed to have to put them together.
Oh yeah, it's animatronic.
You're supposed to just feed them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this for Splash when it comes to Charlotte. Now, Charlotte is not that far from Texas. You can make it.
Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a long ways.
Look, you get 6 months to get your bus gassed up and ready to go. Right?
I was stationed in South Carolina. I know how far North Carolina is.
Good, then start driving. Because you need to be a hero.
Yeah, I think 8 hours closer, Splash.
Yeah,
Right,
well, no, you're. I think I'm 5 hours from you, 5.5 from you.
So yeah, you're not too far out west.
We're all seconds away from each other. All we gotta do is press play. That's all we gotta do, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're seconds away from each other. You know, come on now.
I'm going to Heroes, and I want a wonderful turnout. So I want to see a lot of people. I want to see the people I want to see. Because I think that'd be fun to see people.
What's Splash doing over there?
Terrific. He's setting up his
He's
reindeer.
got something.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Got to get my reindeer out and get him going.
Get that poor reindeer out of that box.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Rudolph in the house.
That's the only, like, I would say, tough part about Christmas and everything like that. Like, if you do an elaborate setup, you got to put it all away. Ugh. It's always.
That ain't too bad. I got to go to Walmart after Christmas and get some of those
what's on sale?
plastic. No, well, yeah, I've already bought all my Halloween stuff there. It was on sale. But I got to go by and get some more of my Christmas stuff, and I got to get some of those plastic totes to put my my balls in.
Oh, well then. I have to think that the totes probably won't be or the bins probably won't be on sale because I think everyone's gonna need them. But the lights and everything, like if you're looking to stock up on lights, December 26th.
I got plenty of lights. I got plenty of lights.
All the lights you ever want. Same thing. That's what people do with the Halloween candy. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna go and get Halloween candy because it's 98% off.
We don't need the instructions.
Uh-oh. All of a sudden, Splash me say, "How do you put this dadgum thing together?"
Well, I've already put one. I've already put like 6 together. So.
How you feeling? Huda? You all right, buddy?
No, I'm not. I don't know how long I'll last, but.
Yeah. Well, you don't have. I mean, we're glad to have you on, but you don't. Just don't overdo anything. You feel like you need.
No, I rested a long time. Oh, what the hell is that?
Leg. God dang.
That big old leg.
Dang it all.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
like I chilled all day. I went to sleep like super late because I was playing video games with my friends last night, and at 3 a.m. and it's the first time I've gone to sleep that late in a long time. So it's just like, oh, it's 3 a.m. and so like today I was just wiped out. I was super tired, but luckily I don't have to work. So if I hadn't taken any vacation time off, my vacation would have started today, and I would have off until January 2nd. But I've been off for a little while longer than that.
Whoa, it's
So-
the head.
Today is technically the first day of my vacation as well.
Look at this guy.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
When you show it live, I'll try to have my daughter so we can watch it.
Yeah.
So watch it set up. I know she'll be happy to see all the Christmas.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
same
yeah.
with
Dude.
Allie likes that type of stuff.
Everyone got their
Quite a
Bing
bit of
Crosby
Christmas
album
decorations
record.
outside.
What was it?
Did everyone got their Bing Crosby record ready? Come on, man.
Oh, I got a whole bunch of copyrighted music I paid for Christmas.
Like
You bought the rights to?
Yeah.
What is Pop showing? And I see a little, was it Vampirilla?
Hey, girlie.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Yeah, one. She's young. She's just out of high school.
Shake
Whoa.
it, baby. Shake it, baby.
Well, it's her
You
first year
wanna
being a vampire.
dance?
Boston, you had to make it weird.
I know. I wouldn't say fresh out of college, but high school. I don't know why.
That was a little
Oh, look
too
at that.
much. Oh, that's
That is
cool.
Roscoe.
Thundercats.
Oh, that's pretty dope. That's very
You're
cool.
cool, brother.
Roscoe does good work, man. It's good stuff.
Let's see, what's this? Back to the Future. I see that.
Love Back to the Future. Let's look at that. Wow.
Transformers and Back to the Future. Oh, the
When did
DeLorean
they
is
do
Transformers.
that? I never knew they did a read like that. Transformers Back to the Future. Learn everything new.
Oh, he's got two of them.
Whoa, check you out. All right, I wrote it in there with the two.
Wait a minute. More of the run. There's number two.
issue 2. Dude. Why did I not figure this out?
That sounds like something you need to talk to your LCS about. Like, how did this come out and you didn't tell me?
Yeah. I usually just do my comic shop, so I guess I just never figured to search it up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. IDW, I do like their books. I like their Ghostbusters line. It's real fun, too.
That's the only good thing.
Oh,
Oh.
It's
Is that another Roscoe?
Papa whipping up on Comic Journey.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's giving him the double birds. You're making him humble,
Yeah, he's
amen.
talking
Just
about
like
the ropes.
Shiki used to make him humble. That's Papa making CJ humble, amen. Jesus'
CJ
name, he said, make him humble, amen.
CJ have a chain around his neck?
Oh, he humbled him hard.
What are you guys?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing to that poor bastard? Jeez, Louise.
It's that hardcore wrestling.
That's awesome. He's like, ah.
That's a great picture, man. That's a great picture.
Looks like CJ has man boobs. CJ's got man boobs there. Yeah. The moobs.
It checks out.
He's got a cigarette in his hand and everything. Yeah, I can definitely have CJ going off about that. What the hell is this? You think it's fun to make fun of me and draw pictures of me?
Hey, man, all I know is I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's okay. That's what I do.
Yes.
That's what I can say, because honestly, I haven't
Yeah.
heard or seen CJ.
I told you,
for weeks.
he's the Grinch. He's busy stealing Christmas.
Busy stealing Christmas? All right, well.
Yeah,
His mom was sick for a while.
Yeah, I got. You know what? To be honest, I think I just might message him. I haven't heard from him in a while. So.
Yeah, he was he had that going on, and then something else happened at the same time. So it was just like, kind of a perfect storm of, just not fun things to deal with all at once. So hopefully it's all going well. But yeah, it's one of the, what's funny is that sometimes you don't think about that, where it's just like, because I know people definitely missed him, because it was like, when are you doing another Insomniac? And he's like, I got some things going on. Like, you have to wait. So hopefully he's getting all that together. And he's working on putting out a book with a bunch of other people too. So it's just like,
He's supposed to be writing his own comic book.
Yeah, it's just not like to not see him for like 2 or 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, like normally he'll pop up, even if it's just quickly in chat.
I haven't even seen him in a chat anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah, is this live?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet. So
yeah, it's been a hot second.
yeah, but let's see. Does anyone else have anything to show at all? Anyone else get anything fun, cool?
I got stuff. I got stuff to show, Boston, but I think I'll get your stream shut down. So it's not good.
Oh. Well, all right. Do we have any things that are
I did a live
past the
show.
censor?
I did a live show a couple nights ago where I showed off a lot of my new stuff. It's not within arm's reach or arm's length right now, but if you want to go check that on the rewind, please do. I got a lot of great House of Mystery just for you, starting with issue 162. No, that's good. I think it was issue 166 or 167, the first appearance of Dial H for Hero, and then I have the first Silver Age appearance of Plastic Man, which was also in one of those Dial H for Heroes, and then I have the second Dial H for Hero. And I also talked about classic, the Dick Tracy and Carl Barks and the Don Rosso stuff,
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, I didn't get too much new stuff over the 2024. I guess that House of Mystery stuff would probably be my coolest thing. I wasn't really searching for anything, but that was kind of my neatest thing I thought I got from the old school.
I got some pretty good stuff in 2024. I did pretty well.
I got some good stuff.
Good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my 2024 sort of culmination of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with mine too, man. I'm proud of mine. I can't wait to go back up there again.
I did a lot of got a lot of great hardcovers and buffed early, got that collection. Like I got to finish the Don Rosa hardcovers, and I'm almost done with my Carl Barks. But I finished the Dick Tracy hardcovers. So that was
You've
good.
got an awesome collection though, Legend. Like all your Captain Marvel stuff or stuff is wicked, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video of those again pretty soon. I haven't busted those out.
Yeah, you really should because those are beautiful books.
That's right.
Yeah,
You gotta dig it out.
I got my raw issues all over the Florida Firestorm and Flash later. But once I get those bastards filed away, I'm gonna bust out the slabs.
There you go. You dig out the Dick Tracy. You dig out all that stuff, and then you can sit there and make.
And you dig it!
It was the Warriors did it. The Warriors killed Cyrus.
Yep. Yeah, that's a fun book I got. Like, there's not the one. There's not the. There's one more of these that. Well, there's one more of this that I want to get. Different number one. And
that's cool, that Resident Evil.
Yeah, but I want to get that giveaway one that came out with the comic. Oh, sorry, that came out with the games and everything like that. I want to get that. But there's a few different ones that I mean I have a pretty extensive list of stuff that I want to pick up over this year, and I would have to say I really don't know what my top priority book would be. I would have to say maybe still Silver Surfer 4. Like I kind of want to get that before it's too late, but I really don't know.
That book, you're already too late on that book. I looked it up yesterday. That book's insane.
Is that Mephisto? The Mephisto or the Rainbow Bridge?
That's the one I want.
That's the Rainbow Bridge.
Okay, Surfer Thor.
Yeah. I want the Mephisto. So Boston will have to look for 3 and 4 together.
Yeah.
I got my 3 of a bunch. I want to say 2000, maybe like 15 or so. I got that for $60, man. I was so excited. I was like, $60.
It's just a nice run, like that Silver Surfer Volume 1. Just a nice run to have, especially if you're a cosmic fan. And I know Splash Page, you probably got a couple of runs at hand of that Silver Surfer, don't you?
I think I got 2 complete runs and 3 Silver Surfer #1 so far.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
I just picked up another Silver Surfer #1 here a couple of weeks ago. I found it. It was from an individual. It was he didn't want that much for it. Yeah. Apparently, he wanted to buy a Christmas present, so I helped him out.
That's awesome. That's just a great character. I love the first Herald of Galactus.
Yeah, that's just kind of. I mean, that's just you kind of sit there and just hope that you come across a deal. It's like, you know what, just want to get rid of it. And that's always just an amazing. I mean, to have a book like that, someone's like, yeah, I just want to get rid of this stuff. Because I was actually, I went on Facebook Marketplace just to look and see what was on there, and there's some people shooting the moon for like just all the
There's
issues and
definitely
everything else. Like, yeah, $1,500. There's a ton of books here. You're gonna love them. I'm like, yeah, no.
How do you
I-
You just got to keep looking for it because, like I said, that last one I bought was I figure it's around a 5.5, and I paid $290 for it.
I can't buy stuff off Marketplace though. I don't want people. I don't know. It just doesn't seem secure enough. Marketplace is.
So-
I don't know.
I've made one purchase off a marketplace in my entire life, and the way that I did it was that the person
You'd have
was
to go right. You'd have to go right to the person. I wouldn't be able to get someone.
Not always. Not always. I mean, some people will say like, "Oh, I'll ship it to you," but this person can you meet me? And I was like, well, I actually work down the street from where you live. I said, so if you want to meet me in this spot, well, can you just come to my house? Like, yeah, no problem. I was like, all right, let's go. So she showed me the books. It was Star Wars 1 through 10, and it was $100.
One of my Conan ones I got off Facebook Marketplace, and we met in a supermarket parking lot, and I paid $25 for it.
Well, I don't mind meeting somebody. It's just when people that won't mail stuff, and then they're like, I'll mail it to you. I'm like, I don't want to send you $1,000 to not get something in the mail.
Don't get Jay blitzed.
Yeah, man, that's just not.
Well, that's the thing. Is
Mike Rogers. We ain't wheeling and dealing those kind of deals.
No.
Yeah. Like for me, I look at it where
if you're looking for an auction you can trust, you go with Band of Brothers auction.
Amen, brother. Man.
Hey, I still got some Blitz bucks I can't use.
I know, right? Yeah, me and Jigs were talking about that guy. Like, I was like, damn, that's so crappy. We should all knew something was wrong when Jigs was doing those 24-hour streams and he was walking around in Florida at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, dude. There was something.
No normal person does that.
Remember we had a guy that worked he said he worked in a comic shop, and he was at the comic shop after it closed.
Yeah, I do remember.
And
that.
I think he was ripping off the comic shop and selling them.
Oh yeah. He was showing her the books and said, "Oh, you can have it for blah blah blah."
I forget his name. But yeah, he was a Canadian kid, and I remember like, yeah, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm like, so I mean, I wonder if like he either owned the shop or not. I mean, he
was just hanging out at the comic shop, and it was closed and everything.
Yeah, it was like he was like the night guy.
He was organizing. That's what he says.
Yeah, it was like he was supposed to close the shop up. So let's say the shop closed at 8:00. He would be on there, but he would be like sitting there, and legitimately, it would be like 2, 3 in the morning, and he'd be like, "Hey, like, what's going on? Anyone want to see the books that come out tomorrow? I'll show you." I was just like, "Oh my god." And yeah, he would just sit there and be like, yeah, like check out this, check out that. He never put up any variants or anything like that, but he used to just show stuff all the time.
I'll tell you this though, me, Splash, and Chris and Legend, we've known a sad thing. We've known a lot of fishy people.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, it happens. I think I remember, and it's a long time ago, but I remember, I didn't feel any kind of way until later on when I realized that like, oh, so these books that I gave you that you never had before, that you thought that you could never have, and I just gave them to you, went to buying deer hunting equipment. Okay.
I remember who that was.
Oh, you mean Comic Noob? I remember him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Deer Pete.
Deer 135 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he was a good enough guy and everything, so I wasn't pissed at him, but I was just like, dude, oh, it's like that. But like, I mean, and more power to him. But, you know what he did, and honestly, like he got so into just like spec and trying to be like, oh, I know what's gonna be the big thing. And I remember he bought all those like Harley Quinn.
Like a short box of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it was like some April Fool's thing, and he was like super like, oh, this is gonna be the big thing. And he couldn't sell them because his whole deal is like he'd get it and try to flip it for more like all the time. And it worked for a while, and then it just stopped working. And then and he was stuck with those, and then it was like, oh. And then people would give him stuff, and
90% of his collection got gave to him and everything. He was smart.
Yeah. Yeah, he ended up getting some really good books out of it too. Like towards the end, like
I cut ties with him when he started scamming on eBay.
Well,
And he bragged
yeah,
about it. He's like, I'm selling WWE video games, but I'm not sending
I
them out.
saw
I'm just
that.
keeping the money.
Yeah, I remember him doing that.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and
what
he
I
was
got
also
with it,
selling.
too.
He was also selling appliances online, just whatever he could find in garage sales,
Yeah,
and he would clean them up, make them look good, then sell them, and they wouldn't be worth a flip when the people got them.
yeah. He would just pick through and everything. I mean, he was a good guy, and honestly, put it this way, up to he got to that point, he was like we all perceived him as a good guy, and and I mean, in terms of everything, like he was a nice enough guy and everything like that, and I mean, he also too, I would say like he was among the people that helped pioneer some of the stuff that you guys watch now, because it was like he was part of that stuff, and it was sad that like he just kind of took that turn to the direction of
Somebody called him
Yeah.
a flipper. He was the original flipper.
yeah. Oh, he used to
Yeah,
get
they
that.
made-
Nobody
the
knew
dolphin
about
noise.
that. Yeah, and then he made a video with a dolphin noise.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dolphin thing.
Well, that was
Yeah,
the thing.
that
He was like, "What?" He's like, "Why is it
I
bad?"
remember that.
Like, I remember that was the funniest thing. He's like, "Why is it bad? Explain why it's bad. Like, what's the problem with me? Like, I don't care. You can call me Flipper the dog. I don't care. I'll flip anything." He's like, "Give me this. I'll do that right now." And
Yeah, you
then
can flip anything. Yeah, flip
Yeah,
it all
and-
up.
and
Flip it all. Flipping
I remember-
hamburgers.
yeah, and he when they first started doing, because what changed. So We Love Comics did the first auction, and his
That's right,
auction
yeah.
was out of control because of
Yeah,
the
it
fact that it
was.
was it just
Emails, too.
it would take 10 hours because you had to email bids back and forth,
Uh,
and it was insane.
That's
But
Let's keep
it
insane.
wasn't
sending that
That's
spine.
the email
Is that
bids.
speck
That's
of dust on the
insane,
spine?
bro.
Let's see it
Oh,
again.
yeah. It was crazy, and I will say this much for him, because he tried to do it in a way that wouldn't get people in trouble. So he went ahead and did it that way. It was roundabout, and the chat that exists as it does now, was kind of just being introduced, so it wasn't quite the same, and so he did it that way, and then it was Kirby, Huey, Vince, and
Yeah, sympathize. Yeah.
Comic Noob. They all kind of came together, and I remember because they asked me do you want to be part of this thing? I was like, what is it? And so the whole Blast
Two
of the Stash thing
episodes.
started out that
Botched
way.
it. 2 episodes though, man. That thing
Yep.
first episode, it was horrible. Kirby didn't know what he was doing. They had backstage fights with that Flipper, Comic Noob, and Kirby. Kirby left Blaster
Yep.
Stash it because of it. Then Flipper went
Yep.
to the ocean. And then, dude, I just me and Who Dat and Big Bear just started doing it, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I bought a
And-
bunch of stuff off of Big Bear.
Jason
Every-
Smith, Murfinator came on. It was fun.
yeah, and that
A
was
lot
the
of
thing.
the
It was
Warriors.
Jason Smith, the fastest seller in the West.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff off of Jason. Yeah, he'd go through those books real fast, and nobody had bid on them. And I just, how much you want for the whole lot, each and everything? I was getting all those books for like 100 books for like $20.
$20.
They're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
near mint.
Well,
They're all
Jason
near
was
mint.
there.
His camera
He'd
was
show
just
you
really
a-
bad, but his conditions were great. He shipped
Yes.
great. You know?
Yeah, he
That
shipped
was the thing. You know what he did?
media mail.
He tried to overextend himself on he kind of did what Comic Noob did, which was he overextended
Yeah.
himself, being like, oh, this is a hot character, so you're gonna want this Funko Pop to pay for $50, and then he had all these books that at the time people were somewhat chasing keys, and they weren't really so much focused on runs, and Splash would just sit there like a shark in the water, waiting, knowing that everybody's and he had no confidence either. He got on, he'd be like, I want to sell this thing, let's go. And then people just sit there and be like, all right, move on to the next one. And then Splash would be sitting there waiting. As soon as they said, all right, we're moving on, Splash would be like, hey, $20, whole thing. He's like, and then you just see Jason just sitting there outside, like, yeah, I guess. I mean, nobody wants it, so yeah. So and Splash did that
Jason was always
like
kind of sad.
5 or
lady.
10 times, man.
I love that guy.
Splash finished his Ghost. He finished a Captain America run like that. He finished a Ghost Rider run like that, and I forget what else. It was just all this other stuff that was that was good titles that people will now go back and try to fill in. But it's just this guy had everything, and he just was.
I used to tell Jason, slow down.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, he'd go like this. Doot, 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 doot,
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. I'm sitting there doing this, going, damn.
Yeah. But the
He
thing
was
was though,
nervous
and
being
like I
on
say,
camera.
like, you know, when it comes to those auctions though, it's just like, you know, that was, so the originator was We Love Comics, and then after that it ended up being you know, Blast of the Statues that kind of brought in the modern way of doing it. And now people have, you know, gone ahead and done, you know, and put their improvements on that. But that was where that formula all came from. So a lot of people don't really know, or a lot of people may not think about, like, oh, like, where did this start? Well, this is where it started from, and this is how it used to be. And you know, I mean, you think you know, some people be like, oh, like, I got a great deal. Like, no. You haven't gotten a great deal until you got that Big Bear bargain basement deal of the week or whatever. And then
That's
he'd do
right.
it, and you would see
Big
all the
Bear
people-
blowout special.
yeah, the Big Bear bottom basement blowout special of the week, and da da da. And then the next round, he come back like, I got an even bigger one right now for you. Let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and put this in. And it's like, dude, what? And
Yeah, I ended up buying a Avengers 57 off of him. I still
Yeah,
got it. It's in a frame somewhere around here.
he was all about it. Like he really was about giving people great deals. And you know, and I remember I'll never forget, like, Evan used to do the same thing. Like, Evan used to do off-air claims and stuff like that. And I remember Evan, was it Paul, Midwest Comic, he sat there and he was like, he was drunk one day and he's just buying comics off Evan. He's like, yo, and he's sitting there, and so he bought he bought something that like nobody knew what it was, but him and Evan both knew it was like some Golden Age thing. And so he sits there and he's like, yo, he's like, you don't know what the hell this is, do you? Hey Evan, tell these fools what I just bought for, you know, for nothing off of you because they didn't know what it was. And like he was just hammered, but he was funny. Like he was like just so excited that he was getting what he was. He's like, and so he'd say, and he'd talk to Evan like Evan wasn't there. Like, Evan,
Mhm.
I just got these books right here, and these guys had no idea what it is, man. Can you believe
God.
that? And Evan's like, yes, I just sold it to you. He's like, I know, they're crazy. I'm sitting there just laughing. I'm like, dude. I mean, you're scoring right now, so I wouldn't tell you to stop. But I mean, he was funny. Like it was a good time back then. And you know, it's just it is kind of crazy that, like, you know, so many people that do auctions now like really don't know the roots of where it really came from, which is kind of funny. It's not bad. It's just I mean, because you expect like a lot of the people that did that aren't really here, you know, to come back. But I mean, and I would say if Big Bear was still doing deals like that, like not like price wise, but if he was still having like keys and everything like that, every auction would be can't miss if Big Bear was on it. And if he was putting books like that on there again, oh, it would be incredible.
Those were fun.
Oh, those were incredible. Just
And
so
we
much
had
space.
some grails on there. We, you know, who that
Oh, yeah.
myself, we be throwing these like big boy books and stuff up, man, and there was like mega keys, and these people were getting them at way under GPA, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know, we you know, as sellers, we were still doing all right. But you know, definitely,
Yeah.
the buyer was getting the best part of the whole
That's
thing.
still that happens today at Bandit Brothers auction, buddy. Buyers are always good at that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, it's the best. I love Bandit Brothers.
Yeah, it was crazy though. It was a good, and then, you know, and it was one of those things too, where it's like, you know, like Legend was fun on that one because, like, you know, he would come on, and you know, Legend has the radio voice, so he'll sit there and just, you know, tell you all about a book. But then it was like, you know, if it was one of those things, and I think, correct me if I'm mistaken, but like on the panel, because there were times where I could hear in Legend's voice, like, oh, and it wasn't like, oh, that's a great book. Like, oh, he'd be like, oh, I can't bid on this right now. Like, I had to wait. Like somebody,
I
don't have a chance.
Yeah, I never did do that. I remember Evan reached out to me and he said, "Hey, talk to the Warriors about that, man. I don't you know." Evan says, "I don't think it's right that people, you know, if you want to buy a book that someone on the panel has, you know, do it before the show, you know, or something like that, or maybe if it doesn't sell, you know, maybe you do it, you know, off air or something at the end, but you know, don't do it like on the show because that takes away from the person in the live chat." So I tried to get the Warriors to do it, but they said no, they still gonna bid on each other's shit anyway.
I don't like that at all. I'm against that.
Because it could, like Bleecker, it could be kind of like, and Evan was really strong on this about the shill bidding or like,
it
you know,
absolutely
cheating it.
could be. Very
And
bad.
then we had two bidders. This is so funny. Hoodat, I remember it because Hoodat was there. And Evan always thought this person named Jennifer Courtney and this person named C. Woodard 19 was like shill bitters. And then when me and Houdat, like, these are real people. And then Houdat got them to do videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And they became pretty big parts of the community. It was
real
so cool.
person. Right.
Well, it's just when I'm going into an auction, one of the biggest fears is that you've got 2 or 3 people that are in your chat that are bidding people up and aren't there to actually buy stuff. They're just bidding the product up. And you know what? I don't mind paying you the money, but I also want to get a deal, and I like things to work, fairly. So
yeah, I mean, everybody has their range on a book, even if it's something that you know what, this is a grail, I absolutely want this, I'm prepared to go in on this thing. But then it's like, if it goes out of your range, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I would say the other thing that was kind of, I mean, just because
Boston, I stop immediately. If I think I'm getting shilled or if I think I'm getting bid up, I will stop bidding 100% immediately. Doesn't matter if the book is cheap as fuck. Like, okay, there you go. You get to pay the $150. Fuck yourself. That's how I feel.
There was sales. Hey, Tat, what's going on, man? How you been? No, there were shows. I mean, where you'd see people just go, and it was kind of funny because at one point, I remember, and Alex is a good dude. So don't get this twisted. Like Alex and Doom used to do their auctions, and people were like almost like starstruck of these guys. So like they would like have a book that was like maybe like $50 book, and within seconds it's already up to like 150, 160. Like people were overpaying just to say that, like, oh, I bought a book from these guys. That type of stuff always like cracked me up. I'm like, dude, why are you paying so much? Like, what are you doing?
Go to any Comic Tom auction.
Don't you think?
You'll see that.
Like,
people
he was kind of like one of those influence in a sense, influencers.
Yeah.
Still is, I guess. I don't know.
If you have that influencer quality, people are willing to spend $100 on a book that's worth $10 for some reason. Like, I bought something from Comic Tom, or I bought something from whoever. All right, go ahead.
I actually, you know what? Like, I wanted to, because I haven't talked to Tat in a long time. Tat's a really good guy. Like, he was from back in the day when we used to do the office and everything.
One of the OGs, man. Tat's Comics.
Yeah.
Man. One of the OGs, and he's a kick-ass drummer, singer, musician. And his son, I don't know if his son still plays, but his son played football back in the day. Good running back.
Yeah. He would be drumming, doing his thing, and he's an awesome artist too. Like, I remember he used to
that's right,
short boxes and do art on them and everything. And if I could, and I don't know if you're still doing that, Tat. If you are, and I've missed it, I'm gonna have to go back onto Instagram and check it out. But if you haven't been, I would love to request that if you have the time, just go ahead and either show those off, the ones that you've done, or if you're gonna do any new ones. Because I mean, he has some awesome stuff. So definitely check out Tat Comics on Instagram and check out the boxes that he used to do, like the button, and just like his YouTube streams that he had with the books that he picks up. Like, he used to pick up tons and tons of stuff. So his collection is incredible. Definitely check him out. He's a great guy. And then Papa had asked, did you all see the 12 Days of Christmas that Mick Foley did? I did not.
Yes, I did. And one, And one Heart's son with a broken knee. It was like the kicker.
Yeah. It says
and wrestling now too. Dude, that's so cool, wrestling.
Yeah, it's just funny because, like, I mean,
it's definitely got more popular. That's for sure. Jeez Louise.
Well, kids grow up so fast too, because all of a sudden it's just like because I remember he didn't have his kids on all that much, but he would kind of reaching out, like, oh, my son got this and that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're playing football and wrestling and everything like that. It's like, it's so crazy how quickly everybody's growing up. So,
dude, I watched an old video of Houdat's, and he was fucking this kid like a little tiny little thing, and now she's like as tall as he is, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, well, what's good for that is Facebook is good to remind you about how because like right now
that donkey or that
Facebook's a mother, man. I tell you, it's like,
well,
here, Do you like this memory from the worst day of your life? I love it. Facebook. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for bringing that back up.
It loves letting you know that you're old. It's like, hey, here's a picture, and it'll be a picture of my daughter, like Christmas pictures and stuff like that, because for the calendar, and it's just like, oh wow, that was 6 years ago.
You remember this perfect girlfriend you used to have before, but you drank and did drugs and you're an idiot? Oh yeah, I remember that. Thanks, Facebook. You're awesome. Good stuff.
It's like or something that's like this was a bad decision. You remember this one? Like can we stop? Like look, the night was starting out fun, okay, and then we didn't know it was gonna take that left turn into tragic, but it did. But no, and then there's also good memories on there too. It's like, oh man, but like I wish. Not even I wish. I was like, oh, that was just a fun day.
You know what I think? You know what, old SpongeBob, man? Here's what he thinks. You know what I think about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg? I think it ought to be called Mark Fuckerberg. That's what I think. Okay, for Facebook. Oh God, yeah, man. Facebook though, it always shows that shit, man. The old memories, and I was like, oh God, now I gotta see I'm young here, and I'm older, and I'm more horrible looking.
Yeah. Well,
it is something I found that I rarely use much anymore. Like I use it because my stuff from my Instagram goes to my Facebook as well.
That's cool. Yeah. Linking them together like that, smart.
But I don't go on there to I go on Instagram now. Instagram's like my new Facebook. And I'm sure the kids have something else called Zool or Bumble or Bibble or whatever the fuck they're calling shit these days.
Dude, that's wild.
You got to come on Scribble. It's the best.
I'm all about the IGs. I hang out with you dudes.
I go on Instagram and I go on Facebook. It's just just something I'm used to doing. I like Facebook. I don't have a problem with it. And just check on stuff, and then I do the same. I go on to Instagram, just look up art and stuff like that. A lot of it. So, but I will say though that when it comes to just a different social media stuff, I'm as plain Jane as it gets when it comes to like Facebook. I hardly ever post anything. I just keep up with different stuff, and but I enjoy Instagram more. I think Instagram has more people just being creative than just people going to dinner now and this. I really don't need.
Your Facebook
Paul Roma just read that comment. That's good shit.
Yeah, Paul Roma. I don't need a update on everything.
Power and glory.
You sound more like a Facebook stalker these days. You're like, I don't post. I just sort of look at what you guys are doing.
No.
There you go.
I just want to see.
I don't stalk. I just kind of. No, it's more for family stuff. Like my wife posts stuff, like my daughter stuff and everything. I know, like my sister-in-law posts, my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So I just kind of keep up with things that way, and that's just but mostly it's just kind of that type of stuff, just keeping up with family. And then Instagram is just more like these are the things that interest me, so I just check that out on that.
Yeah, Instagram's just got a better algorithm, I guess, for what I'm doing. I don't know, but mine's it's all Bleecker Street comic stuff. It's not really like my personal life stuff, I guess. So
yeah. And then so Tat says, I drew a Pickle Rick for a friend.
I love that.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's awesome, man.
Both of those characters. I like Nightmare and Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. All right.
I have to say, like that was actually one of the more fun things that I discovered when I was just watching on Max was Rick and Morty. I had never watched it, so I was binging it, and now I'm halfway through season 7, and I don't want to finish it because I don't want it to end because that show is so funny. I'm actually surprised at how.
Did you notice the difference in the last season? Did you notice it, like how Rick isn't really Rick?
So I haven't gotten to. I think I'm only 2 episodes in.
So no. I don't mean it's not in the cartoon. I mean in real life. That's not actually the guy that plays Rick.
Yeah. He sounds a little different.
He doesn't have quite the right inflection. He doesn't sound defeated enough and angry. Like he just doesn't have that same, I don't know, sadness in his voice that the old Rick had.
What's my name? What's whose name?
What's my name, bitch?
That's gonna be probably that might be a troll. Just to let you know.
That's
Oh,
all
it's
right.
not.
I say,
Oh, wow.
our names are all here. So
What's my name, bitch? What's my name?
Yours. Well, it's presented right in front of you. But anyhow,
I am the great
yeah.
Reverend Finger Blaster, and that's
There you go.
Boston Chris.
I know that Rick and Morty is actually really fun. I ain't turning around for nobody.
This is a troll. Don't even read the comments.
Yeah.
It's good for the algorithm though to have this person keep commenting, but yeah, mainly it'll just be gibberish.
It's nice to have a troll. Come on.
Or you know,
Troll
like I don't even.
Yeah.
I just hear Jawas speaking like.
Houdini.
You remember when we had the little bots?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
dude, those bots.
absolutely.
Yeah, those things were crummy, weren't they? They were all like some of that, the old style of harassment, online harassment. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, definitely with the shout out boards and the box top, like those are awesome. I love those. I have to say, I think the one that I liked the most, the one that I think came out the best, is that Mike Zeck Captain America one. That one was awesome. I used to look forward to that all the time. So yeah, the more of those you do, like those are awesome.
What do you got down there, Papa? You got something you want to show off? Is that what you're doing? No, you're just holding comic books.
There we go. Oh, he's showing us.
I love those.
I gotta get Roscoe to do one.
Papa basically told the troll to go, if you want us to get a pizza, order it for us.
There you go, troll. They're smart.
How we gonna give you some pizza? We telling you to order it.
They're allergic to sunlight, I hear. Watch out.
Buy yourself a pizza and say it's from Boston Chris. There you go. And you have all the pizza. Can you give me some pizza? Yes. If you want pizza, that's the way that you'll get it. Buy it yourself. Say it was from Boston Chris and enjoy.
Graphic Content's another hot show with two of these guys on this panel, another one of the hot channels. Make sure you check out Boston Chris and Who Dat Comics and Movies to see what they do best, better than the rest. Movies, comics, and more. You never know what they have in store. I can keep going and I can keep flowing because the rhymes, you know how I do it. I'll cut it off there. You know
Let's
how
check
I
out
roll.
Splash's reindeer. Splash's
reindeer, baby.
Oh, look at that. Which one? What's the name of this reindeer, Splash?
This one may be Rudolph if I paint his nose.
Well, it's not if paint it. You can't paint Rudolph's nose. We saw what happened.
Hello.
Just put a bulb on it. Like you just hit a light bulb.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I could get one of those little battery packs and drill a hole in the end and put a little red.
Stick that red light bulb on it.
Yeah, red LED.
Yeah, just a little red LED on there. That'd be good.
That's all you need. It looks like the shape of a and even if it's like a fat red bulb, that looks really like the Rudolph.
I'm sensing more of a Blitzen feel from this one. He's giving me that vibes.
Rudolph would have those like little sawed off little antlers, right? Like kind of little.
Yeah. He's got those little tiny little things.
Unless you go adult version of Rudolph. But I didn't get to see much adult version. I always saw him when he was on the Land of Misfit Toys or when he was, doing his intro and his origin.
He's a
old man. What if they do? Why don't they do that? Why don't they do a comic book called Old Man Rudolph or like old dear Rudolph or something?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be neat. They could do, and you could find out like what happened to him and how did his light finally just turn off. That'd be kind of sad. It'd be like the old Yeller scene, I guess. Like the little bulb finally turns off. And like
somebody just showed a first print of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from I believe it was 1939. Maybe it was 41, but and they showed it on one of my Facebook comic book groups, and it's just like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's expensive, but it's awesome.
I have to say, I think the the Christmas comics like that, like kind of go under the radar. I feel like, oh, that's expensive. Like, yeah, it's a first Rudolph. Like, it demands a little bit of money.
First Santa Claus is really expensive. It's no joke. The first Santa Claus in comics is massively expensive.
I'm sure all of it, like the first Frosty the Snowman, all that stuff. Like anything that has to do with Christmas, anything that has to do with being a first appearance for Christmas.
The Rifleman's Wood, Chuck Connors. That's a classic cover.
Oh my god, like that's a funny one. Like every time I say that, I laugh. Like,
I got the wood right here, Paul. Yeah, that's so funny.
It's more his smirk than anything else.
got
Like
that book
the
a
kid
while
looking up.
back.
The kid looking up is one thing. It's his smirk that
Yeah,
does it. 'Cause I feel like it was.
He knew what he was doing. Even back then, he knew this.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
these
and I
predators.
feel like
It's these
I
predators
feel like
out
he
there,
knew,
man.
and he just joked. I was like, oh man. But I would say Callie's Christmas posts for Instagram, like the Christmas covers that he's been doing. That's been really cool too. Just seeing a bunch of like different, just different titles that all have.
He must
Christmas
have
covers.
300 million Christmas comic books, man. Holy shit.
He's got a lot.
Dude, he's
posted
doing
one-
like 5 or 6 every day. Like every day. 5 or 6.
Pay attention on Christmas Day. He's doing a contest. So.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, for Christmas Day, he's gonna do a contest. He said, "Oh, if you got to read it. If you don't read, you're gonna miss it. Don't just like the post. Read the post."
That works. The last time I did that, I won.
Boston's not allowed to enter any more contests.
Oh come
Well,
on!
you did win Callie's. You won mine.
Yeah.
The only look, Bleak. Like I'm usually
I'm
a
out
good
with Splash?
contest winner. Me and him can't win splashes with.
I can't win anything because Boston Chris is always entering.
Well, when it comes to that,
Hey,
I try.
send Splash a postcard. He's not gonna send Splash a postcard. You might win.
I already sent him one. Ha! Take that.
There you go.
I try to do it, but I don't think it'll make it there in time. So
That must have been the postcard that I threw away. Huh.
Oh, wow. You just hurt my heart. Hurt my heart, bro.
Nah, I ain't throwing nothing away.
I thought we had, some love for each other, but apparently.
I'll tell you,
Yes.
I made it to the championship on both of my fantasy football leagues.
Oh, nice. Congrats. That's cool.
Guaranteed money already because I can't get lower than second place.
I made it to the consolation of my fantasy football league, and it sucks that after the regular season ends, I'm absolutely slaughtering everybody. Like I had the most points in the league this week, and I'm just like, "Are you serious?" And then same thing last week. I've been basically right now. My team is the absolute powerhouse that would take me to the championship. I just didn't get enough regular season wins, so it doesn't mean anything unless it happens in the regular season. So.
Yeah, you're right about. Look, but you know what's so funny about it? I was doing good in another league on IG. Some guys did an IG league. Yep. I didn't want to do it. And I really don't want to do it next year because they started the playoffs during the last bye week. And I said, dude, who starts the playoffs during the last bye weeks? I said that's because the playoffs for them is over. It was over last week. I was like, dude, who starts during the last bye week? I said, I'm never gonna play. I said, I'm never gonna play in this again, dude. 2 of my top players didn't even play. I said, and then I put a message in the chat, told them, I said, look, this is what happens when I don't have a bye week to screw up my playoff hopes. I'm in a championship in both of the other leagues. I said, that's what I told him. I said, I'm not going to be playing with this shit again.
Well, that's the thing is, like, you always have, like, so the league that I'm in, it's weird. Like, I don't understand how it's working with the next round. Cause like, so they have the championship game and then there's 3 games in the middle. And then there's, like the bottom rung. And I'm just like, who goes into those 3 games? Because I won this week. So do I have a chance to, like, at the end of it all, like, potentially still finish in, like, 4th place, even though, and he split it into two divisions, which made it kind of weird too. But it made it, I guess, a little bit more fair as, like, so just in case you do okay in your division, but maybe not the best team overall, you can still kind of make the playoffs. I just had some rough going in the very beginning of the year. So that's what kind of put me out. And then, like, towards the end, I started coming on. And then, I lost, like, 1 game that I needed to win that would have got me in the playoffs. But going forward, I've been just destroying everybody, which stinks. But it is what it is.
You know what stinks, Chris? The old stink factory. That's what stinks.
Yeah. Oh God. You know what? So the whole reason why that happened, the whole reason why that comment was made was just that like it was what K-pop was saying. She's like, oh, everyone's sweating and this and that and wearing leather and da da da. And you know, it just is what I was. It's like 3 a.m. I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, welcome to the stink factory. I was just like, I mean, it just sounded terrible. I was like, oh, stink factory. And for whatever reason, I guess the way I said it.
I'm going to fucking clip that, bro. I'm going to clip that.
That's fine. I don't mind.
It's one of the best things of all time. Welcome to the stink factory. Amazing.
Big shout out to K-Pop Junkie, host with the most. Check out her channel every dang night. This girl is live, always with the voice of the voiceless, talking to all of the people in the comic book industry community. Anyone that has a Kickstarter, she's their fire starter. So she gets it going and they get it flowing, you know.
And that's what I will say right now. Is the link in the chat? It is. We have a full panel right now.
We have a full panel.
I'll post it in again. Like if you want to hop on.
Who's hopping on?
I
could drop it. I'll drop it. You can let that gentleman.
I'm probably gonna leave though, because I'm not feeling myself. I would say you stay on. I'm leaving. I'll be in the chat. If somebody bows out, I'll come back. I'm just packing stuff up while I'm up. But Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'll be in the chat and watching. Tat, same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Hey, Huda, if you got a wrench or anything like that, work out the chat. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I've noticed that it looked like you ignore that and it stopped. So,
all right.
So if I see it pick back up, you know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun. All right. See you guys later.
Bye,
Take care, man.
Yeah, she I have to say, like, I think that if I had to give a category for hottest working YouTuber, I would give that to Katie, because Katie absolutely puts in the work, helps so many people get their just books, art, whatever it is. She helps them get noticed, and and literally that woman does not stop. Like, she is just always on there doing things. So I mean, she's taken it back a little bit just because of different things going on with her life, but she really is, just so dedicated to helping others, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
keep up a break. Leave K-pop alone. She needs a break.
Absolutely, I think so too. But she, she's just that dedicated to helping people out on her channel. So she's awesome.
She take a break from the evil marshmallow head guy that was being mean.
Oh god damn, that guy's just a fucking trash monkey, man.
Yeah.
I
do, but like I say, like there's a lot of people that are invite.
He's always in. I hate even mentioning any of these guys, but he's always in that one guy's chat that is bald and he likes to make videos about the community. He's always in that guy's chat, being just a racist prick.
Yeah. We don't want that.
No,
but
we don't need that shit around here.
Got ourselves a new guest. Guy hasn't been around in a while, so let's go ahead and give him an intro. Welcome, Tat Comics. It's been years, man. How you been?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good to see you, man.
You too, bro. Hey, what's up, White Gloves? Legend.
Nice to meet you, man.
Good to see you, brother Tat. Tat's Comics
too, man.
in the house, baby.
Yeah, I think I'd jump in for a little bit if it's cool.
Nice
yeah, no problem. I'm glad to have you.
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch. That's just half of them.
Oh, my God, it's so cool.
Yeah, I got my Fantastic Four Marvel Legends over there in a box that I put on my wall.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm still organizing my garage. It's just a total mess right now. But I can show you real quick. It's like that.
Oh, it's awesome, man.
Thanks.
Make them big, Chris.
Oh, that's cool.
No. This is
okay. Yeah, that's some of my collection there. Hot Wheels, you name it, from McFarlane. Then there's some of my Marvel Legends figures.
It's just a
on
small
myself.
little collection.
Legends are awesome.
Yeah, and then I got over there. It's like my TV that I come out here and play games on if I can. And then I got some of my comic books out here in these boxes that I hand make myself from sugar boxes. Put all my
That's
books in there.
awesome.
So and then I found this guy though, man. I was at a Goodwill store and I found this guy for $5.
Oh, that's
So,
sick.
yeah, so I gotta figure out to do something with him. But yeah, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, definitely.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Then the sad news. I heard that Ricky Henderson passed away.
Oh,
Yes.
no. Ricky Henderson? Jesus.
Yeah, yeah,
Who?
that really sucks. Ricky Henderson. He was the he played for the Yankees for a while, but he was I mostly known him when he was with the Oakland A's.
Yeah, I knew him when he was with
Yeah.
Oakland as well.
Stole a
yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
bases back in the day.
Mhm.
He sure did.
Yeah.
I'm not a baseball person, so I wouldn't have no idea.
You know what? It's because I really remember him mostly because of the earthquake that happened when they were doing the World Series, right? Like
Mhm.
that was a big deal. I remember that when I was a kid, that whole thing going down. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I was at that game when San Francisco was playing the the Giants were playing the Oakland A's. I was at that game when the earthquake happened.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
wow, what are you? Unlock the core memory, brother.
Yeah.
if I can get it at all.
Core
Let's see.
memory unlocked.
Shit. Nope, can't. I have 6.
Yeah, I haven't been working on too many box tops, but I got to get back into the groove of that because it helps me keep my stuff organized, which is nice, So I'm not going through all these boxes trying to figure out what I have.
Oh, I think I feel your pain on that.
Man, there's a technology that I have with because I work for U-Haul, and if you get the U-Haul app, yada yada yada. I don't want to sell U-Haul at this point in time, but they sell these Q whatever those scanner things. So you put them on your box. And you
The
can
QR.
put what's in the box. You can you can label the whole box, and then you just have to scan the box, and it'll tell you everything that's in the box. I think that is the dopest shit I've ever. I'm gonna do that with my
I
comic
need to get one of
collection.
those. 'Cause I don't have one of those. I just have just
scan
memory,
it.
and memory
Bloop.
is
Oh, that's my Spider-Man box. Bloop. Oh, that must be my Batman box.
memory is decent, but it's not as good as that. Like I need to get something like that because I know for a fact like there's books I have that I cannot find, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what box. it's
Bro,
in.
I've started with the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you erase it off the box or you scratch it out, and then you're like, okay, this is Batman, this is Superman, this is, and then you gotta erase that off the box. You're like, okay, this is Indies, this is whatever. Like I've done different ways of organizing my comics. I still haven't figured out the best way to organize comics.
I just put little file things on there, and if I need to change them, slip the little business card out.
I like that too. I like the business card thing.
That's not a bad deal.
And
You
I just leave enough. I leave enough room in the box to where there's probably about 2.5 inches on each one of them boxes of these in case I add some more.
Yeah,
Then I can.
Has what is it? You have like an absurd number of comics, don't you? Because I see you getting like you get stuff all the time, and it's just like yeah, I'm finishing this run, finishing that one. Like the amount. They're talking like the amount that you get is like, oh, I finished all these different runs. I'm like, wait a minute, I kept track of one. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a lot of runs. Crazy amount of comics.
Yeah. I just get lucky when I go to my comic book store. I can find them really cheap, So I'll go there and I'll be looking for, let's say, some books to finish on my Daredevil run, and then I'll find their quarter box bin, and I'll see like they'll have half of the run of like, let's say, Alpha Flight, and I was trying to complete that, so I'll buy all those books for like a quarter, and then I'll find other series that I never heard of, and I just figured, what, for a quarter I can't go wrong, so then I'll buy that too. So I just get I guess overwhelmed with the price, and then I think, well, this would be great to read. Yeah, I stopped counting after 2000. So
Biggie Shaq's in the house. How you doing, Biggie Shaq?
Yeah. He said something about like he had to delete his stream because of too many bad words. I've noticed that. Like I've seen a lot of YouTube videos now. They censor out a lot of swears and stuff. That's crazy. I feel like that. Like I'm not saying that you should be having a swear fest, but I think that you should be able to express yourself. And if you swear here and there, it shouldn't be a problem. But that's out of control.
Yeah, you get there's people
I'm
that
sorry,
really
delete
hate it.
your stream, big. That's not right to make you just delete your stream. Right? Like they at least should have. So I mean, and I guess that's the warning for it. But they should let you know, like, hey, look, going forward, you can't do. Like, it should be something that like is out there that okay, I can't.
It's out there, Chris. It's out there.
Oh well, I didn't see it, so I can't.
Well, the one thing I noticed when I tried to upload a video one time, I think I put it to be okay for kids to watch, and then when I did that though, people weren't able to leave comments, which was
you
weird.
can't.
So
That has all sorts of stuff built in, so you can't fuck with kids online and stuff. So
yeah, which I think is great. I just didn't know that, so I learned that for the first time, and I was like, okay, well, I won't do that anymore.
Don't ever have a live stream and show a gun. That got my stream. That got
not
shut
that was
down.
bad. That was a bad day.
Yeah, that was a bad day for YouTube.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Big. That stinks. That really does stink. They made you take your stream down. But yeah, no, it really like. I understand having
that thing's ass.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get having the standards and the rules and everything. Like I do. I think that when you police swearing though, I mean, like if it's excessive, like if it's like every other word, absolutely all right. Yeah, go ahead and say something. But if it's like sprinkled in throughout, like let's say like you're doing like a 3-hour stream and you swear like 12 times, come on, let it go.
Yeah,
it's actually like even in the first, let's say you do live videos and you record videos, if you swear within the first few minutes, like they start hiding your shit and stuff like that. So you really shouldn't swear like how I swear a lot. I know Biggie swears a lot. There's a few people in our community that swear a bit, but you really should try and cut it out, to be honest.
Yeah, don't use dirty mouth. We don't want.
Yeah, no potty mouth, man. That's like Papa Wheelie. He's the worst.
Papa, I like that name, Papa Willie. That's awesome.
Potty mouth.
Do you guys want to see some like old art that I did, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. These are just on shout out boards. I mean not shout out boards, backing boards. Instead of throwing them away, I just draw on them.
Yeah.
So I did like a rhino.
Nice.
Ooh, that's cool.
Nice. So cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And then I did a Dr. Doom from Secret Wars. I'm trying to remember the number, but I did the close-up of the face.
I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, I know that, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, and then Mr. Sinister.
Nice.
Because I like Scotty Young a lot, so I find if I draw Scotty Young stuff, I can do it pretty quick. In fact,
I was gonna say it's got a very Scotty Young feel to some of those pieces.
Yeah.
Cool.
I draw a lot of my inspiration from other artists, and then I try to draw it my way, but I tend to either get too close to what the original did, or I definitely try to change it up.
That's awesome, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Especially like when I do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'll if like let's say on the picture Donatello's off to the left, I'll draw him over to the right in a different pose. This was probably like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
that looks great.
Cool, man.
Makes it think of like Velvet Jones. I don't know why.
Why is that Rockstar on fire?
Yeah.
That looks great.
Did a funny looking Venom. And Carnage.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
You ever do any plain sketch covers at all?
I did one a long time ago for this girls' contest, and it was for Deadpool. And so I did a minion as Deadpool, and then on the backside I had like Deadpool shooting guns and all that stuff at him, which was I did it for a contest in Super Russ. God, I said his name wrong. But he was the one that won the contest and got the book from her. But I did that. That was the first time I ever drew on a comic book, so I was kind of nervous.
Yeah.
I did like little X-Men cards.
I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, those are fun. Like I actually got to meet Scotty at Terrificon this year. So awesome guy.
Yeah. When I met him, it was like $10. The first 10 books were free. After that, it was like $5.
Yep. Same. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Thanks. Gambit.
Yep. So I remember I used to love those.
Yeah, I just got bored one day and I just figured, well, I'll just draw on these. And these things are not as forgiving as most paper because the glossy side, if you draw and you try to erase, it leaves the mark big time.
Yeah. That's cool.
Thanks. Batman.
Oh.
Lobo.
Oh, see, K-pop would love that. Shipping Lobo.
And then Gambit, or not Gambit. Yes, thank you, Thanos. Yeah. And on the backside, you're Loki.
Oh, that's sick. I like that.
Then Moon Knight.
Yes, I remember that. That came out great.
Thanks. Yeah, I did that at work. I was bored. I was on my lunch break. I was trying to sketch it real quick. Vision.
I think Papa Wheelie's trying to have a moment with you and your bear and your love for the Bears.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then
Foghorn Leghorn, nice.
The chicken hawk?
Yeah. I was trying to do them like Marvel characters, so I figured like it's Chicken Hawk turning into Farkle Leghorn, kind of like how Bruce Banner turns into Incredible Hulk.
All right.
So I was trying to do that, and then like I drew my nose is itching for some reason. And I drew like Martian the Manhunt, or
as Magneto.
As Magneto. I always say his name wrong. Yeah.
I think Roscoe would love these, man.
Elmer Fudd is Kingpin.
Oh wow.
And Daffy Duck is Winter Soldier.
Nice.
So you know what's funny? That's people go to cons and get people to sketch them out and do those. Like it's just like because everyone likes Daredevil. That's awesome.
Thanks. And then Wile E. Coyote is Bullseye.
That's sick.
And then the last one was I was trying to do Spawn, and this I still think I messed up on this, but it's still something I keep. I don't know. I can't tell it away. But
ooh, looks cool.
What's the mess up? I don't see the mess up.
Thanks. No, I messed up big time on the coloring of it, but
looks awesome though.
Thanks.
That was fun.
Yeah, but those are like my old drawings. I've been trying to get more drawings done, but I've just been so busy, and then my allergies are bothering me really bad with my eyes, so I couldn't really see as good. So my lines were looking all kind of scraped.
I have to say, like it's still awesome to see that because I've always been a fan of people that can draw. So it's just like one of those things where it's just like that gets my attention every time. So I love
thanks,
that.
Man.
What state are you in, Tat?
I'm in Oregon.
Oregon. Oh man, you're way up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice here. It's just raining like crazy right now.
Yeah. That beats the snow, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, there's snow up in the pass. So if I want to go snowboard and whatnot, I can go up there, but I don't really want to go up there right now.
Yeah, Splash is asking, Splash is about to be like, I need you to draw me about 3 or 4 more of those, and I had to release characters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'll go ahead.
No, he's like I'll drive up there in a week, and I'll see you, and I'll get those real quick.
Yeah, like I said, I'll go ahead.
I've been to Oregon and Washington one time in my life and everything. Beautiful, beautiful pine country up there. I went and seen the redwoods up in California, and we went north up. And I guess what is it? Oregon has the old redwoods, don't they, or is that in California?
It's in California, but there's a lot of state parks and things like that up in Oregon that are really nice to go to and camp at. I know that not Huey, but oh gosh, I'm so forgetting the names tonight.
The one that was a park ranger.
Yeah.
That's Huey.
Huey. Yeah. I know that Comics with Bueller. He used to live I don't know. He didn't live too far from me, but he did a lot of his travels around Oregon. He was showing a lot of those parks, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say, who else is it? Nola Comics. He was up out that way too. Like he
Discovery Bay's up there too.
Yeah. Discovery, I think, is San Francisco area. I think.
Yeah, I think it's north San Francisco, somewhere up in there.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's just community is huge, and it's really fun to see how it's expanded and how it's gone out, and just I have to say that it's so many of us that came in such a long time ago that it's just seeing each other is kind of few and far between. It's like we kind of pass by, but I mean nothing beat those off airs we used to have. Those off airs were crazy back in the day. It's just,
back in the day.
Oh, it was so fun, and I remember honestly what made me think most about it was and I said it in the video that I did for tribute for TiVo was back in the because when we had first started, when that had first started, because I remember I wasn't initially into it. I remember getting invited in after a while, and it was just one of those things where it's just you just met so many different people from everywhere, and it's just and I remember he was kind of a mythical figure though, because you're Tim Tebow, da da da, and I was just I never met him, he'll come and you'll see him eventually. And the one time I was on when he was on, I was just starstruck. I was I haven't seen Tebow. I was oh, it's Tebow, and he was it's a regular dude like you. I'm all right, and he was such a great guy to talk to and everything. But just so much fun was back in those days. AG and Kyle Rowe and Frost and everybody come in there and everybody just be talking, just chilling. You're oh, check out this book I just got. And then that's where you would see people would be doing unboxings well before they even, showed up. They'd be check, I got this book this day and I got this and that. And everybody be sitting there chilling, I'm going to go do a video. I'll be right back. And then pop back in the office, and that would just be going 24 hours a day, the way they had it. Because we have people all over the world and that thing. That was
Splash
such a fun
Blitzen is freaking out over there, moving its head and shit. I don't know
what's
going on.
Is it plugged in? Because if it's doing it on its own, we got a problem.
You gotta read that. You gotta feed that fucking thing.
What are you talking about? It's off. it don't move.
It's moving.
Then I'm really happy with the marijuana I bought this week. It's very good.
There you go.
That's right.
It's not moving.
Perfect. My pot's great then.
Well, it's not moving. What are you talking about?
Is he talking to you?
Biggie says that Discovery moved out of San Francisco and he might be in Oregon. Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it even talks.
It's not supposed to talk. It's a reindeer.
Yeah, it is.
It's supposed to eat carrots.
I don't know if you can hear it, but he sings. Well, he did.
He's not singing right now. He's
what do you got? Where you got your hands, Splash? I don't like that. I don't like the way this looks on camera.
Can't you milk reindeers?
Not male ones.
This is not a good look.
True.
Well,
all right,
yeah, he's starting to say the safe word.
Come on, man. There's no milk in there.
Makes you think of Kingpin when he says, "Hey, I milked your cows. We don't have any cows. We have a bull."
Oh shit! Oh my god! Kingpin,
I can't figure out where the switch is. I have to lift it up to.
You keep playing with a switch, you're gonna find out something else.
Red Rocket.
This is Rudolph, man. He's cool.
Yeah, talking about the off airs, I remember those too. First time I met TiVo was in an off air, and it was like you said, I was kind of starstruck. He's just such a cool guy, and
there it is.
I guess he was already having a good time because he fell asleep. Everybody was talking, and nobody realized he fell asleep until they went back to him, and he's just sitting there asleep in his chair. So when everybody went off air, I think he was still in that little chat room by himself, sleeping.
Yeah, he's chilling. It was a good time. And there's been other office since, but it's just but the thing was that one was kind of special because it was just so many people, and it was just and it was just just random people just pop in all the time. So it was that's how I got to meet I met a bunch of people through We Love Comics, but then that's how I got to meet all of the New York Warriors. So there was a bunch that never went on the channel. I was oh, Jeff Johnson and all these. It was so many people that just used to come on and just chill. And
that's a very musical reindeer you have, Splash. It's really musical. It's very talented.
That's pretty cool. I have to
say
that
is cool.
He does about 8 songs.
Nice.
Yeah, because I remember you used to plug it in and just would it'd be that hard plastic, and it would just light up, and that was it. Now they sing songs and everything like
Yeah,
that,
he's got
crazy.
fur on him. He's got fur and everything.
Yeah, like that used to be like an old like Disney prop back in the day. Like you know that probably cost hundreds of dollars back in the day. Now it's just like no, you can buy this at the local Walmart, not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
and then they take him over there with my other one. Oh yeah, he needs
So
to
you say your son now wrestles too, like that. That's gonna be. I mean, just in general, like I just find that crazy because it's like I mean, I'm not sure how old he is, but like I'm thinking like just from how long I've known you, it's like it's got to be at least 10 years. It's like can't because my daughter's 7, and it's just like I think back on that, it's like she's 7. It seems like it was like just yesterday she was little, and it's just like so that's one thing I'm not looking forward to is just when it just gets to that point, like, oh, she's grown and I'm no longer cool to hang out with. Like,
my youngest is 13. That's my son, and he's been so busy, just like he was rarely at the house, and so I rarely see him. But today he was like, "Hey, Dad, you want to go shoot some pool?" And I was like, I took that opportunity. And I went with him. We went and shot some pool. Me, him, and his older brother. And I usually take it easy on my kids. I don't like try to beat them all the time. I was like, I'll take it easy. But tonight I was like, no, man, you guys are going to see how your dad shoots pool. I tore it up.
Yeah, you got to do that. And like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I remember, like, because that's what happens. Because the little kids start thinking, like, oh, like, he ain't nothing. Like, wait a minute. Let me, no, you just started. Let me show you, where your rank is versus me. Like,
Exactly.
So,
you're not going to beat your old man all the time. I got to win at least a couple games.
My brother-in-law was talking about like, so my nephew's 8. And they, they'll play video games and stuff like that. So he was playing. I guess they would play, NBA 2K, and so like he was playing and everything. And I guess like normally he'll take it easy on him, but he's been being. I guess he's like, I can't be Larry Bird anymore. I just hit too many threes, and he starts getting mad at me. I'm like, you gotta show him. You can't sit there and just let him win all the time.
I love using super teams, man.
It just is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta go. Like I tell you right now, like my daughter. She doesn't play any video games like that. But if she ever was like, "Oh, I want to stop playing Street Fighter," like, don't ask Dad to play because I mean, I'll let you in here and there. But like when I have to prove that this is the arena that because all it takes is just that one little thing. Like I thought you were good. Like oh you thought all right.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's stop. Rack them up real quick. Let's play. And you get up. So.
Man, sometimes kids got to learn. That's all. It's a teaching moment. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about this. You know what? I just tell them, like, you know what? You're gonna be smarter than me and do a bunch of things better than I ever did. So don't you worry about it. Let Dad have this because eventually he's gonna be better than me in every single way. So I can't have that.
That's how I was telling him too. I said, eventually, you're going to be able to say, "Hey, Dad, you want to go for a walk?" "Oh, wait, you can't walk anymore." My son started laughing. I'm like, "So see, give me my moment now. Let me have this." So it was a lot of fun. But it was nice that my son took the time out of his busy day to say, "Hey, you want to go hang out?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I try to do that with my son whenever he asks me because I'll drop everything and do that to him. My daughter. Same thing, but then she wants to go shopping and spend money. And I'm like, man, I ain't Daddy Warbucks, man.
What's up, Bobby? Bobby wants to know, Splash, did you get the thing he sent you?
Well, I'm looking here. I don't know. I don't know. What did you send me?
Speaking of off it, who I saw at Terrificon this year? I actually got to meet in person. I was actually really excited. It was Maki 316.
Oh, Maki!
I was like, oh, Maki! I was like, hey. Cool. He's great. And I joked around. I was like, we gotta get. I said, we gotta get everybody. I said to him, I said, we gotta get the off airs back on. I was like, I remember one time we left him and Splash together. Him and Splash were together, and they talked about records for like 2 hours. And they just kept going back and forth about music. It's like, oh, let me show you. And like they were like kids in the candy store. They couldn't wait to start showing each other. Oh, did you get this record? Oh, I got the one. He's like, Splash, brother. I know I got the album, but does it have the insert? Does it have the poster in there? Oh, yeah, got the poster.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about
Remember the Crow book? They ruined my book.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh man, now you're talking
He-
old Marky.
He got
Make a man just ruin my books.
that was a crazy like he went so hard on them that CGC was like, all right, we graded this book, but you're banned. You can never submit with us
Yep.
ever again.
Yep.
Because I remember he ended that video. He was so mad. He's like, what? This is a bend? This is a bend? All right. This means war. And that's not what he said because I'm trying to be good.
That and the
he lost.
rainbow jizz. That with the
Yeah.
rainbow jizz.
What's this? What's this? A bend? All right, TGC. This means war. He was funny. He was so mad.
And then Manny, Manny got banned from CGC too because he went off on them on behalf of Marky. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
That's a
oh
big
god.
man.
That was
Like,
back in the day.
You know what's funny is that Hudat had a really crazy situation this year where basically one of the employees of CBCS stole his X-Men #1.
Oh, that's not
And,
cool.
it became like a big deal because he was like, he went to what was it? It was which convention was it? It was Dallas Fan Expo. He went there, he put it in for on-site grading, and then he went back to get it on Sunday, and the book wasn't there. And his wife was like, "Oh, you need to get that book back."
Yeah,
Not
not only okay, but all the rest of his books were there, but not that. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was just like, and she wasn't saying it because like she was worried about him, like she wasn't worried about the money side of it. She's like, no, I know what that book means to you. Like, you need to go because he was just upset, and he was like, all right, I'll call these people. She's like, no, we're going back into. So she like beelined back in, and she got past security and everything. She didn't have a ticket, nothing. She's like, look, I need to talk to these people, and so they went in, and they he did what he could with them, and then after that, like everyone just took to Instagram because they went ahead and they were like, oh, like we're doing this auction and we're showing these books, and in the friggin' poster is an X-Men 1. I was like, oh, is that my friend's X-Men 1? And we went off on them. We
Dude,
put so much pressure on them.
the whole crowd was like, "Oh, is that Hudat's X-Men 1? Oh, is that my buddy's X-Men 1? Why didn't you give the guy that you stole the book from this one?"
Yeah. Oh, there was so much pressure on them that the guy got scared and he sent it back and was like, "Oh, we have the book back. Like, here it is." And
Oh
so,
yeah. Now they have it back.
Yeah,
we magically found it in our office
Yeah,
that we checked and told you we couldn't find it in. You know that weird office. It just has a X for X-Men 1s. Fuck.
But it's and that's so funny because you go back and you look. So Maki has his thing that he does, and he got mad, and then Manny gets get in trouble for sticking up for him, right? But look at the scandals they've had over the past year or so. It's just like, dude, where people are like stealing books, switching books, all this crazy shit. It's like, dude, you mean to tell me that you couldn't get past that? Like that's you want everybody to just kind of like, I mean, looking back on what Maki said, like Maki was nothing compared to what they have going on now, and it's just like, dude, and the backlash they get now is much more than just that. But I guess at that time though, it's sensitive, like you can't yell.
Yeah,
like,
but CBCS is having a really hard time. They're in deep doo-doo for fraud and all sorts of shit right now. Nothing good is happening over at CBCS. They're stealing books, they're doing fraud. CBCS is a shite company.
Yeah. It's just funny to see like how just back then that was considered out of control and over the top, and it's like, yeah, no, that's nothing. Like fast forward a few years and look what's going on.
Never mind, CGC's got fucking Banana Gate right now, and that's a real thing. Like, it's no joke. They're
that's why I haven't submitted with them in a long time because of that. Because I was gonna do it for the I wanted to do it for the J. Scott Campbell signing, and I was as soon as that happened, I'm like, no, I'm not letting you ban this book.
I don't want to do it either. I've got a couple of really good books I want to send, but I don't want them to be fucking bent. So
makes me nervous. But
me too, bro. Me too. So Hudat said that some of his were bent and some of his weren't. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'll wait until they straighten things out. I want nothing to do with this figuratively and actually.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna try and straighten it out. I don't think they're gonna straighten it out. They haven't made any strides to do it. People are still getting bent books. They know the problem. They know the problem exists.
Boston Chris does not bend the knee. I will not, just because.
Oh, you'll bend the knee. You'll bend the knee.
That's the problem with these grading companies. They don't have people that work there that respect the books. They're
Yeah.
just in it to make money. They're not in it to do anything else. Because a lot of the back in the day when CGC used, which they still do, they have a grading company that does numismatic coins and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And back when people used to send them dollar bills, paper bills, they used to come back in lower grade, and they were having problems with that years ago when they started that. And they've really never fixed the problem with the dollar bills. So what makes you think they're going to handle your comics any different?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Bro,
Just wanted to take a
I
moment
saw
to
the
shout.
dumb ditzy broad that grades my comics, and I'm not happy about it. It's
Yeah, I just
just
want to take a moment to thank Legend for being on. Thank you for showing up, man. It was great
Yeah.
having you
Take care,
on.
Legend.
Legend,
You
brother.
know,
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Later.
anytime, man. You're always welcome.
She was horrible, man. She was horrible. She was like a ditzy little thing that just was like, "Hi, I work for CGC and I grade your comic books."
Well,
Yeah.
don't be surprised if probably in the next 5 years, you don't see AI grading your books.
I would love
I'm
if AI
actually
graded my
fine
books.
with AI grading my books. I'm fine with it. If they have a consistent grade thing with AI, I'm fine with that. If it's consistent across the board, please let
Yeah,
AI grade my books.
because they've already got a scanner that will scan a book.
I'm fine with it. I do not hate AI. I don't like it for art. I don't like it for like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
buy a comic that's made from AI.
Yeah.
But
Well, the scanner will scan a book when it's still got the bow in the middle,
yeah,
and it will still see everything, and you can even scan it and copy it out flat.
yeah,
It'll come out flat. I mean, I've seen them, and you know that they're going to have some high-powered scanner that all they're going to do is have a page turner that scans it, and then they're going to end up with all these pictures in their computer files, and they're going to be able to, that computer is going to be able to recognize what a 9.8 looks like, what a
100%.
5.0 looks like, and it's
100%.
going to scan through there and it's going to match it.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, sorry I gotta go. My daughter wants me to build a desk for her, so
Oh, I
she
thought you
doesn't
were
know how to
gonna
use
say
tools.
snowman. That would have
Booty
been
calls,
wicked.
man.
Do
I
you
know how
want to
that.
build a snowman?
Yeah, do you want to build? Well, do you want to hold my cat? He's a big boy.
Holy shoot!
Yeah, it's Hamilton. He comes out here and hangs out in my comic book room, but then he jumps on my stuff.
Is
You gotta
that a
go back in,
Maine?
bud.
Is that a Maine Coon?
No, he's just big.
He's just big.
He's just big. It's my wife's kitty.
If I ever wanted a cat, I'd want a Maine Coon. I've heard they
Yeah.
are the
Oh yeah.
most docile cats ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But hey, you guys have a Merry Christmas. So thank you for letting me jump in for a while, and everybody take care and be safe.
Nice to
You
meet
too,
you, man.
Tat.
You
Thank
too,
you for
Tat.
coming on, man. It's great seeing you. Merry Christmas to you and yours, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Take care, guys.
Take it
Take
easy,
care.
man.
Cheers,
You
buddy.
too. Later.
Bye. Yeah, Tat's awesome. Tat is.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a great guy.
Oh,
Great
my
guy.
I've known him for a long
my
time.
Canadian just came right out of me. He was a nice guy, eh? Fuck.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude. And I have to say, you know, as we were saying about the AI grading, like I really don't have a problem with that because for two reasons. Number one, like Blika said, if it's consistent and there's no issues, if it can literally grade a book and be like, okay, these are the defects, this is what we're giving it. Because you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about it having a bad day or being tired or overworked or anything like that. It just says what it has to do, and it makes the turnaround times quicker. It should at least. Whereas it's like, all right, this machine is looking at it. It's telling you everything that's up with the book. It's able to determine a grade within however many minutes or seconds, and then you move to the next one. Please, let's do it.
Yeah, man, and you know what? I know AI is going to take jobs away. It's just the way of the future. That's how every technology that happens, it happens with. But when it comes to stuff like grading comic books or mundane tasks, I don't see why AI isn't being used, to be honest.
I think you could do so. I think you could do it in two ways. I think you could have the regular grader go ahead and grade a book, and then maybe have AI check behind them, just or vice versa. You know what I mean? Something that you have where it's just like you have that check there to make sure that what is coming across is the same. And then the other thing too.
You always keep a human element involved so they can check to make sure that everything's right and everything's good. They have to set up the system and yada yada yada.
Absolutely, and the thing is too. So maybe you don't have human graders per se, but now you have people that can expand to other parts of CGC or whatever grading company to work with different stuff. Maybe you have more people in shipping, so now it's being shipped out quicker or passed through quicker. Like there's definitely different things that you can do. That even though all right, so you're no longer a grader, but you have this new role, and that would always be a great way to kind of keep and ensure the jobs that can be saved can still work there.
Oh yeah, you tell you tell a rock star comic book grader that they're now in shipping and receiving. See how well they take that.
I mean,
you're in shipping and receiving now, there, bud.
Somebody will
Well,
find a way.
my set,
I'm sure they could.
My set is complete now. The last reindeer's in place. It's complete.
I'm so that's getting. When is that being revealed, Splash?
Maybe Thursday.
Maybe
I think I'm going to do
Thursday.
one more drawing. The grand prize drawing may be held in January because
Yeah.
I need to get one more drawing. I may do some drawings Friday or Saturday on the Christmas cards and the art.
Nice.
We'll just have to see. Then the grand prize, I may hold that up until next year, in January.
Well, they're really nice giveaways that you're doing, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We have another guest in the back that is ready to come out, so let me give him that. All right. So now I have to figure out how to do this. Where because he has two things up. So let's see. So we got Luck. I don't.
Hi guys. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Luck.
There we
How you
go.
doing, buddy?
Merry Christmas.
Nice. So we got Luck drawn, and we got his actual process going on, so we can talk to him and watch him draw. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's a little,
Yes,
that's a little
you
soft.
got the space bar, which is awesome.
I'm inking.
Oh, inking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part to do, was the inking.
It's
Yeah.
really cool when you
All
do it.
digital,
What,
right?
what Luke's doing right now, this is a very inking is very cool on this.
Yeah. That's what brings the form out, really. Is
You can do a lot of good stuff on you're using
Clip Studio.
yeah,
It's
Clip
the
Studio
software.
art, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Oh,
So
you're doing
this
it on
is-
a computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is the cover.
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there'd be no way I could do that on a computer.
I gotta ask you some questions about that because I don't know what size paper to use. Like when I'm doing I don't know how to do all that. Like I have all the equipment. I just don't know where to start when it comes to sizes.
A lot of the stuff is like my canvas itself is a little bit big, but
Mhm.
if you look closely enough, you can actually see like the bleed and the markers, which I set up for,
Yeah.
and that's basically I created the layout for it. So this here is 11 by 17, but it's actually 19 by 23.
Okay.
That's the full canvas size.
Right.
I like to work outside that just in case. So when I'm painting, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
You-
That's all I'm doing.
That's sort of like Photoshop that you're using.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
alternative.
it is. Clip Studio is I have it on my so I have all these brushes, but I only use like a handful after a while. But it's really the reason why I use Clip Studio is the brush engine. If I use Photoshop tends to eat up a lot of your RAM and a lot of processes just so you can draw, because Photoshop is like one of those software that you can, edit video in it and the whole bit, right? Clip Studio is a paint software. That's what it does, right?
See, I'm having problem. Well, I forgot how to do it. I haven't made the clip art for the channel, and I forgot how to make it the size I want it. And when
Right.
it comes out, like my new video that's coming out, what I did on it's all blurry and everything. I
Right.
can't remember how to make it the right size to load up in YouTube and I'm still trying to
Well,
figure out how to do all
the
that.
standard canvas size you always set is 1080, 1920 by 1080, right? So 1920 pixels wide by 1080. Usually, then they'll ask you for like resolutions. If you set your resolution at like 92 dots per inch or DPI, you should be fine for a lot of that stuff. So when you upload stuff to YouTube, like let's say you're creating a thumbnail, right?
Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm
for
having problems
YouTube.
with.
Yeah. So the issue with YouTube is they only allow up to a certain file size. So I think it's 1.5 megabytes. So if you do your file, so if you create a canvas and create it like 1920 pixels wide and 1080 high, and leave it at I think it's like 72 DPI, you should be fine. And when you just keep everything there, and just when you export your JPEG file or your PNG file, it should be fine. Like that. You should be able to upload it and it should be sharp.
Okay,
right?
I'm going to try that because I just wrote all that down. Now I got to figure out where you do all that at. So.
Yeah. It's usually when you go file new, like, are you using Photoshop or are you using
Yeah, it's Photoshop 10. It's the version that I bought. And it's not the one
if
you
you're
have to
using
pay
Photoshop,
for all the time.
So just go file new. Yeah, file new, and it gives you that dialogue that you always do. Just 1920, 1080. I don't know. Let's see if I can launch my.
I gotta get out of here.
Photoshop.
I gotta get out of here before my phone dies.
Okay, I'm launching.
Merry Christmas, Bleeker.
Merry Christmas, guys. I'll be watching in the chat, man.
Okay, see you, Bleeker. Merry Christmas.
Guys. Merry Christmas to you as well, brother. Bye.
Yeah, it don't ask me that when a new file. I put new, and it just has blank file. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. Width
There you go.
6, height 4. That's in inches.
Yeah, you want to change that to pixels.
Maybe that's my problem. All right.
Yeah.
That would probably do. All right. Width. What did you say? Width is
1920.
Oh, okay.
Then 1080.
Height 1080.
Yep.
I got to remember that because I used to be able to do this. Resolution.
Just leave it at what is it set for? 72?
300.
300. That's pretty big. That's 300 is for print quality. So if you bring it down to like 92, you should be fine, or 72.
Okay. RGB color.
That's correct, because you're doing for YouTube. RGB
Yeah.
color is for YouTube productions and
Okay.
yeah.
Documents.
Red, green, and blue.
Document style custom or
No, you can whatever you want to call it, right?
okay.
That's just video, right?
Well, it's a clip for the thumbnail for the YouTube.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay. All right, there it is. So, and that when I upload a thumbnail, it'll fit in that little box so you can
Just
slide up
drag
and
it.
down.
Literally,
Okay.
drag it into your Photoshop files.
Okay, I'm gonna save that as a blank. That way I can come back to it later.
Right.
Save as.
So
Let's go blank.
So I think
That way when I try to make them tomorrow,
here. There we go. So
blank 1.
so
Save.
make sure you set for pixel. Then you go 1080.
Yeah, yours is different than mine. Quality 5, medium.
Yeah, it's a newer, yeah.
So I go medium for quality in 5. When it says JPEG options.
For which one? Yeah,
Well,
yeah, you can go high if you want, and you should be fine.
Okay. That's at 35K.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll save
Try
that.
try going high, and that will give you a little bit better. You have
Okay.
up to a maximum of 1.5 megabytes.
Okay. All right, I got it saved now. Now I have a template to work with tomorrow and
Yeah.
everything.
Just make sure, like give yourself what they call a safe frame. So just make sure everything kind of like your content like a quarter of an inch from the edge, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That you don't know. That just saved me hours.
Yeah.
Like I said, I used to do all that and was good at it, and I haven't done it in so long, and now I forgot how to do it, and I can't remember crap anymore.
And then come up with all those
Sucks getting old. Oh.
figuratively and
Okay.
fun.
And get my boxes out of here. I've got to. When Christmas is over, this is going to be bare over here. I'm not going to know what to put up over here. Guess I may do an Easter set.
An Easter set?
Yeah. Is that in February? Or is that in April?
No, that's in either
April,
March or April. It depends on when they do it.
Do February. I'll do a Valentine's set.
You can do a Valentine's Day set.
Yeah.
I did not know that Bleak took off. I felt bad. I feel bad that he took off. But all right, well, I'm glad to have Bleaker on. I didn't know he had taken off. So good night, Bleak. Have a good one. Yeah, I stepped out just to grab something to drink real quick. Get some more bubbly.
Do a Bam Chicka Wow Wow set.
for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, love in the air. Do pink hearts, red hearts.
Bobby requested a My Bloody Valentine. Do like a horror theme.
Ooh, I got plenty of horror stuff. I just bought a bunch of new horror stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then earlier, Bobby had commented on the cover. He admired the backside of the Caped Hero because it looks almost like Supergirl. But
well, if you watch my grand premiere of my set, just take a look at Santa Claus. See if you can see something out of place with him. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Let's see how many comments I have. People that go, what's up with Santa Claus?
What is up with Santa Claus?
Yeah, make his screen look big.
Let's see. Is he over there now?
What are you talking
Can we
about?
see him? I don't see Santa Claus right now.
Oh, no, I ain't revealing it now. It's going to be...
Oh, we gotta wait.
No,
You have to wait.
y'all gotta wait. Yeah, I ain't even got none of the lights or nothing on. Yeah, you gotta wait until Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or something like that.
So I have to ask you, Splash, when it comes to your contest, because we all know that the main or the grand prize that you had said was going to be that Lou Ferrigno signed Hulk #2, which is an incredible book and just an amazing signature to have on it. Are you when that's done? Now, are you done? Are you going to run another contest and maybe have a different grand prize?
Maybe sometime next year. Yeah, I'll do another run and do like a 3-month build up to a series of stuff. I'll just have to. I think this next time I'm just gonna pick out what I want. Because you wouldn't believe them lists. When I get those lists in, I have to dig through a bunch of stuff just to find it. And now it's just going to be pretty much you get what you get.
That's all right. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, yeah, like the way you had done it before, it's an ambitious thing to do. Where it's just like, what are your favorite characters? What do you like? What's this?
Well, it's worked out well though. I mean, everybody that's got a box it was all to their liking. They liked everything that was in it because that's what they asked for, or they didn't per se ask for certain books, but they asked for, the stuff that was on the list. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, that really is cool. It's just where it's just like you would ask people to do all these different things and everything, put in all that work in the front end. You have to do a lot of work on the back end to make sure that you're able to kind of find something that they like and put it in their box and make it to their liking. So that's cool.
And it's easy to get the stuff on the list and pull it out. It's just pulling it out is the problem. It's digging through and finding all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, if they like, let's say, let's say Morbius. All right, I'd have to dig through and I got to find Morbius books. Well, they like Morbius and they like, let's say, Spider-Man. Well, there's only been very few appearances of Morbius and Spider-Man together, and those are pretty big books and everything. And I'd have to dig through and I'd find 101 or 102 and see if there was something else in Morbius I could find, and just other stuff like that. If they like Fantastic Four, or has Morbius appeared in the Avengers, throw something off and see. And Morbius has not appeared in the Avengers.
I see.
I did some research on all that, trying to find a Avengers book with Morbius in it.
All right, we got to get in the back, bring out front. Let's go ahead and get his intro going.
He is the immortal Biggie.
NWO, baby.
Ziggy. Well, let me tell you something, brother. B-I-G-G-I-E. What you gonna do? Get it? Biggie. Ziggy. Biggie.
What's going on, Big?
Yo,
what up? Yo.
I wonder if my comic shop's going to be open tomorrow.
Probably.
I would say probably shut down early type thing, but I mean, because it is a Wednesday, so I mean it is the regular day, so I could see them being open, but I wouldn't see them being open past maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock.
I may get up early in the morning and drive to go see what I can pick out.
Nice.
Yeah, my LCS says come on Thursday instead.
Yeah. On Christmas.
On Christmas?
No, Thursday. What am I saying? No, sorry. I'm a day off. No, sorry. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So yes, tomorrow they may be. But I could see them taking Tuesday and Wednesday off, and then being open on Thursday. Yeah. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they have. It's kind of a crazy time too, because when you think about it, you have, so you have after Christmas, which people might do a sale for that, but then you also have like New Year's Day, so it's like, that whole week could be, you might be able to find some good deals.
Yeah, my comic shop don't do that.
The day after Christmas, they usually opened up here, and they call it Boxing Day.
Yes.
In
Canada.
Canada.
Boxing Day. Yeah. I'll have to check the internet and see if they're open tomorrow.
I just got my I got a couple of sketch covers that I bought from Who Dat there. I forgot.
Oh, nice.
So I finally, I bought it a long time ago on the what do you call it? Banner Brothers.
Yeah.
And because the mail service is back, right? So
that's good.
So I got like 3 of the books that came in. Then all of a sudden, like the next day, I ordered the Superman versus Muhammad Ali there.
Oh, nice.
Sketch cover from my comic shop there. So I got those guys in.
That would be a fun get done. Like that. I think that would be a fun one for any kind of comic artist. It's like, all right, I want to do my own, I guess like rendition of that, because that'd be fun. Like Ali and Superman.
They're going to close at 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve, so that's tomorrow at 4 o'clock they'll close.
Yeah. And Papa very nicely went ahead and corrected me by calling me a jackass, which is fun. But I don't know why that I'm a day ahead in my own mind like that sometimes. But I honestly thought that that tomorrow was Wednesday. I'm just not thinking. The one thing I will say is I hope that when it comes to the books that are coming out for this Wednesday, because I know some people have had some issues where, Diamond has been kind of slow and delayed on some stuff. So, them waiting till, Thursday to be open might just also help them, get some stuff in that they couldn't get their hands on.
Yeah, what's up with that? Even my
don't really
LCS
know.
has been emailing me. Oh, we didn't get anything on Wednesday. Please don't come in.
Yeah, it's been for a couple weeks too. So I don't know if it's just like with all the different postal problems, but I've seen a few different shops talking about it where it's just like, yeah, like we're behind again. Like, sorry, So, but hopefully that gets worked out soon, because I mean, yeah, it's tough when everything gets delayed a week or however long. So, but what was it? Bobby had said earlier, we're talking about Morbius. Is like Morbius was better in Peter Parker's particular Spider-Man, and Marvel Team was the Spectacular Spider-Man. And he's right. Like he had more stories because he didn't have that much going on in Amazing. Other than his debut and his like second appearance, but in the other stuff, they definitely gave him a platform in the other books and Marvel Team Up, Spectacular Spider-Man, and then Adventure in the Fair for a little bit. So Mobius, they definitely let him kind of shine in some other books, but but of course, the books that everybody wants is those first appearance books, just because I mean, the Amazing 101's a great cover. 102 is kind of a cool cover where you have the 6-arm Spider-Man, but 101 is just an awesome cover. But now that you say that
I wonder if 102 is Gil Kane too.
I don't know. I mean, I would assume it probably would be, just because I mean, I don't think they would change it up that I don't think they would change it up one issue after they debuted him, but you never know.
So I was talking about Al Milgrom last night with a few people, and I started naming off some of his first appearance covers. You guys got any you can think of off the top of your head? Because it's kind of interesting looking back.
Yeah. So first appearance covers with him. The first Sabretooth is Al Milgrom.
That's a good. That's probably the best one. There's another one that's really good though.
Yeah. The first Black Cat.
That's a good one.
Also, I'm pretty sure he inked on first Shang-Chi as well.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. He's done a ton of inked ones, but just main cover artist. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, he's kind of I would say like almost like kind of like Klaus Janson, where it's like he's worked on so many good covers that it's just like, I mean, his name is like, if you were to look in your collection and try to find he said the first Spot,
First Spot, right?
Yeah.
There's two. Oh shit! You were there, Bobby, when we were talking. Bobby's dude. You didn't hear the ones that I came up with later, though. I forgot about Sabretooth. You weren't there for that one.
Yeah.
All right, so Rogue.
Yep.
Rogue's Milgrom, and then fucking the other one that surprised me was Rocket Raccoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it says it right on there. Yeah. No, he did.
Crazy.
Rocket Raccoon. And then
yeah, he did Quasar. He did Firestorm #1.
Yep.
What else was there? He did the Thanos Copter, Spidey Super Stories, whatever the fuck it was. I love that Thanos cover. It's a good one. I think that's my favorite cover he did was the Thanos Copter one.
I was gonna say he that first Rogue, another guy that's on there that, like, I guess like you wouldn't know it from, like, you wouldn't know it right away. You kind of have to dig a little bit. Is Joe Rubenstein also worked on that cover too? So a lot of people look at a lot of people will look at that and say, oh, okay, so I have to get Michael Golden, I have to get Chris Claremont because he wrote it, and then I have to get Al Milgrom because he worked on it too. And it's just like, yeah, but you also have to get Joe Rubenstein because he also worked on that book. It's just like it's a lot of people put in work on that one. So it's
you got a good Rubenstein original thing, don't you, Chris?
Yes, it's a Hobgoblin cover. I got a Hobgoblin sketch on what was it? I think it's like Goblin Nation, I think it is. is the Spider-Man cover. But yeah, I got him to do that. It
Pretty
was
cool.
actually, yeah, it cost me $125. So I mean,
I've been thinking about if I'm gonna get like original art, dude, I would probably get like a remark because like a whole cover is too expensive, but a remark's almost a whole cover, like, you know.
yeah. Well, you know what a lot of people do now too, like they'll do like kind of like a jam piece where it's like, all right, you know, they'll have someone, you know, set it up where it's like, you know, they'll put like a grid and it'll be like, you know, like you know, 6 or 7 squares that you can just go ahead and have people, you know, everybody do like, you know, a little remark of whatever. So like if you wanted to have like, you know, like for instance, like a Fantastic Four cover, have them split it into 4, and then you just get 4 remarks of, you know, all 4 of the Fantastic Four, or if you want to do just Fantastic Four villains. And people do it, you know, front and back covers. So it'd be like, oh, I want, you know, the whole rogues gallery of you know, Batman or something like that. And, you know, people will go ahead and just do a remark of every, you know, villain that they can find, and then have it all over. So like that's something that people will do just because you can get a lot more people on it, and it's, you know, it's probably cheaper in the long run as far as like you know, the initial expense of, you know, you're not paying $150 for each remark. You're paying maybe like, you know, $60 for each. So it's just.
I mean, you look back, dude. You know, I know people love Jim Lee and shit, but I think Al Milgram's got more cool first appearance covers than fucking Jim Lee. Like, I don't even know what the fuck Jim Lee's done for first appearance. You know, what Wildcats? What else? What is it?
He did. I mean, he definitely is credited on Gambit. Like he did the interiors on Gambit and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he didn't do the cover. That was Kubert.
Andy Kubert. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to think. I don't think he did. No, Willis Pistacho did Bishop.
He did Batwiener.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jim Lee's prolific. He's a huge artist, but he never really did like a first appearance cover. I just think that like that kind of symbolizes a lot of their work as first appearance covers, you know.
I mean, the one that pops in my head, one that I know,
Give me a good one.
is Omega Red. Like he definitely did.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah.
I think, you know, just like you said, like, I mean, and on top of that too, he's the rock star. Like he's the one that is just, you know,
he's a big time artist, but he never really done a ton of. Did he do fucking? There ain't a ton of first appearance keys in that X-Men. Right? Yeah, I can't think of a ton. No, I was gonna say like, Apocalypse, but that was fucking another series.
Yeah, that was Walt and Louise Simonson did
Apocalypse. What series was that? I forget. X Factor. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I mean, he worked on Uncanny. He worked on the X-Men. You know, the you know, Volume 2 title and everything like that.
I would guess there's some DC shit I'm not thinking of. You know what I mean? I would guess there's probably some DC stuff I don't know about.
Yeah. Well, Samurai Santa was his first work in comics.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great book. But yeah, you know, like I mean, he again, like, I mean, he's more of his thing is more or less just the fact that he's just he was like the golden boy, and they just loved his art. Like his art was just, you know.
No, that's a good call though, dude. That Omega Red, dude, that's a good call, bro. Good job.
Yeah, no, he did. I mean, he did have that, but like, you know, it is something where, like, you know, I mean, I looked at something like I forget how much he was charging for. He was charging for remarks and shit. It was some absurd amount, but I mean, it's Jim Lee. You know, it is Jim Lee, and he does charge that kind of money. And then like I saw one thing, like Adam Hughes was doing like full figure sketches, and he it was at the original art show, and that was going for somewhere around like I think like.
Well, I mean, you think about like, okay, so fucking Jim Lee did some great interiors, but Al Milgrom ain't known for his covers. He's known for his interiors. Like, I think Al Milgrom shits on Jim Lee. Now that I think about, I mean, maybe not artistically, stylistically, but historically for like big books and shit. Like, holy shit, dude.
Well, he came up in the Bronze Age, which is cool. I mean, you know, so it's just like he gets the benefit of being there at a time when they were, in this big boom of creating new characters, and it's just like, so I mean, with him being a part of that, like he had a hand in creation of a lot of big characters.
I mean,
which
look
is
at his
awesome.
like top 6 or 7. Like you said, Sabretooth, Rocket Raccoon, Rogue. What else was it?
Firestorm.
Black Cat. Dude, that's crazy, bro. Those are huge characters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And the thing that's funny with all that is just that at the time you really don't know what's gonna stick and what isn't. So it's just like just because I mean there's people that have been done all kinds of first appearances that just just don't end up being mainstays or A characters, and it's just like to have that many hits. It does say something where it's just like they probably wanted him on books where it's like
I mean, shit, he probably had more in Layfield or McFarlane, honestly. Like, Milgram's a little underrated.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I've met him a couple of times, and I asked him, I was like, do they ever actually do any variant covers? He's like, no. He's like, they never do. And I was like, that's crazy. I wish they would. I wish they would ask him to do, a variant cover or something where it's like, like, would you have a problem drawing? Like, no, I love it. Oh, I forgot. Moon Knight's one of his too.
Holy shit, that's huge.
That's him. I forgot about that. That's right.
Damn. So he did Werewolf by Night?
Mm-hmm. Werewolf by Night 32.
Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
Yep. He worked on that too. Like he definitely has a great resume of characters that he created. Like characters that
just knocked him. That just knocked him up another level again, dude. It's like every time you think of one, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, he was involved in a lot of stuff. I mean, and
like I said, dude, his interiors are like he's done way more interiors than cover.
Yeah, and that's one thing I do say. Like when it comes to some of these, when it comes to he said, I generally did the Asian version of Psylocke. Yes. When it comes to a lot of these characters that are these artists that were around back then, it's like like if you get the chance to meet them, like definitely have them sign a book or just be able to conversate with them, just because a lot of them they're getting older. Like Al's no spring chicken, and in his body of work only lives on if we continue to bring it up and talk about it and stuff. So it's just one of those things where it's like like a lot of people will pass under the radar if you don't really bring attention to him. And Al definitely would be someone that people should bring attention to because he's a great creator.
For real, dude.
Well, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to get up early. I want to get to my comic shop and get all that taken care of, and I got some other things to go do, and I enjoyed it. And
all right,
y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see y'all on the flip side.
You too.
Hey, Splash.
Yep.
Happy Kwanzaa, dude. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Okay. Later,
but
guys.
Take it easy. Actually, with Splash taking off, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the same, just because we've been on basically around 3 hours, which is pretty decent amount of time. Yeah. So I have to say that I'm glad that everybody came out and enjoyed this really impromptu fantastic forum. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for everybody that was in the chat. Bobby the De La Ghetto, Tat, who came on earlier, Great Legend, Aggressively Relaxing, Dreamy Moons, Splash earlier, Who Dat, let's see who else, Pharaoh and Sage, Big, thank you for coming on, and thank you for being in the chat. Trying to see who else is on.
Bleeker.
Sean Schofield, Bleeker. Always glad to have Bleeker come on. So thank you guys all for coming on, for watching and hanging out. Thank you, Locke, for coming on, showing us some great art and working on that piece. Always a pleasure to have you on. Papa, thank you for stopping in. You always had a good time. Thank you for the books you were showing. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. So everybody have a great night. Everybody have happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and enjoy your time with your families, and have a good rest of your week. Taking off. See you later.